The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
From disaster to hope. That's what today's been like for every Jet fan out there. Justin Fields is day-to-day. We'll give you the latest on his status going forward. It's the Jake Asman Show. The season is still alive. Let's hit it and get it started.
Man, AG's first training camp with the New York Jets is underway.
We bleed Jets green each and every day. Will the playoff drought finally end? Kings of the offseason, baby. This is what we do. At least we have Garrett Wilson. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chats, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quentin Williams. Prepare to be underdogs. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show.
Here we go. Show number 2 on the day. We are presented by Huga House. Get a Huga House performance hat or any of their hats 20% off with code ASMAN at checkout. These things are great. They're comfortable. They come in a bunch of different colors, including jet green and white. So check it out at hugahouse.com and just use promo code ASMAN, A-S-M-A-N, and you will get 20% off on that hat and any of the hats that Huga House has available. Let's talk about Justin Fields. Just got back from hosting a 2-hour radio show where we got word at the end of the radio show that the New York Jets announced the following, quote, Justin Fields is day-to-day. The Jets themselves posted after medical evaluation, quarterback Justin Fields sustained a dislocated toe in his right foot and will be day-to-day. Fields avoided serious injury and significant missed time. God, is this unbelievable news. Point blank. Let's be real. When this first happened this morning, right, it was reported as a non-contact injury. And then the follow-up was he needed the cart to pick him up off the field and take him back inside the Jet training facility. That's all we knew at the beginning of all this, right? That was the update that we got. Not that he's fine. It's they needed the cart for a non-contact injury. Then we learned that someone stepped on him when Aaron Glenn revealed that at his post-game presser, or post-practice presser, I should say. But we had no clear idea whether or not Fields was going to be okay at that point. So I think if you're a Jet fan, you went through every emotion today. I know I did. I had major PTSD. I thought about what happened on the 4th play of the 2023 season with Rodgers going down. That was the worst moment of my life as a sports fan, living that, being there, the worst. And this kind of felt similar. Only this was on the second day of training camp, the second on-field practice. They're not even wearing full pads yet. I mean, this felt like the end for Fields. It really did. And then we started to get more info. Jets don't believe it's serious. It's not fractured. Hey, he is going to be okay. We don't think he's going to miss a lot of time. And then the Jets themselves just announced he's day-to-day. I figured to be week-to-week. Day-to-day, I mean, he's probably not going to practice tomorrow or Saturday in front of the fans. So if you have tickets to training camp tomorrow, first practices that are open for the public, you'll watch Tyrod Taylor probably run with the starting unit. But, I mean, great. If it's a week or 2 weeks, we all would have signed for that. Day-to-day means maybe he's back by Monday, right? Jets practice tomorrow. They practice Saturday. Sunday's a player's day off. Could he be back by Monday? Even if he's not, just the fact that it's not the worst-case scenario. Thank God. Thank God. I'm not sitting here trying to tell you Justin Fields is the answer long-term, but if he was done for the year, what are we talking about with this team? Tyrod Taylor's not staying healthy for 17 games. And even if he does, where's that taking the Jets? He's not the guy. He's 36 years old. We know what he is. He's a good backup. Tyrod could play until, unfortunately, he'll get hurt. And then, what, Brady Cook or Adrian Martinez is coming in? They would have had to have added a quarterback. And the options out there stink. I'd be calling up the Giants for Jameis Winston. Like, that'd be my go-to move. Or Kirk Cousins. Like, that's what we'd be talking about. And I don't know if Fields is the guy long term, but he's 26. He's 8-4 in his last 12 starts. He was 4-2 last year. There's an upside with Fields. He's throwing to Garrett Wilson again. They're building in the offense around him. Right? There's at least like the scenario where it clicks for Fields like it did for Sam Darnold last year, or it clicked for Geno Smith in Seattle, or Baker Mayfield the last 2 years, figuring out his career, revitalizing his career in Tampa. Like, that was the hope. That's all we have in July right now. We have hope. We almost had nothing on July 24th. So thank God Justin Fields is A-okay. I mean, I got concerned when we were doing the show live this morning, and a big thank you to everyone who tuned in today, because despite the circumstances not being ideal, this fan base remains elite, to the point where this channel actually had more views live than the Jets themselves did on their own YouTube channel, where they were streaming Aaron Glenn's press conference. So big thank you to the AsmanJake community. We had almost 1,200 people locked in live during our show this morning. But when you can see Aaron Glenn get up there today, and first off, he forgets which quarterback had the injury. I'm thinking he's so nervous. He's like scatterbrained. He's about to give us an update that Justin Fields, we believe, suffered this serious injury, right? Achilles, ACL. You hear non-contact. Quarterback going down, need the cart. You think the worst. But once he corrected himself, or was corrected by the media, hey, you're talking about Justin, this answer from AG didn't exactly make you feel like, hey, we're out of the woods just yet.
Justin went down with toe in the right side of his foot. Listen, I don't know the severity of the injury, but I do know it's a toe on his right side. And listen, we have an outstanding backup in Tyrod, who's been in this league for around 14 years. So the leadership that he brings, listen, we're all good. We're all good. So
they're not all good. Tyrod's good if you need a game here or there. He can't start a full season for you. So that's what Glenn has to say, but they're not all good. The Jets, turns out that they're likely going to be all good because Justin Fields is day-to-day. Now, to quote Vin Scully, aren't we all? But day-to-day, I mean, I thought he was season to season after this morning, it felt like. Here's more on what exactly happened. Rich Cimini of ESPN was on SportsCenter giving us the latest.
Yes, Brian, let's get right to the headline. I'm told by a source that the injury is not significant. They don't think he'll be out that long, and they're very hopeful that he will be ready for that Week 1 showdown against Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. So that's the news. What happened was, it happened about 9:25 this morning. It was a bootleg. He was rolling to the right. He was looking for his tight end, Jeremy Ruckert. He underthrew him, and there was some mild pressure from a defender. He pulled up all of a sudden. He went down. He sat on the ground ever so briefly. He popped up, and he limped off the field very noticeably with the help of a trainer. He got under an injury tent. They immediately took off his right shoe. They looked at that toe. They sent out a cart for him, and he popped up on the cart and was taken to the locker room. Now, two important notes about that. One, he sat in the passenger seat of the cart. He was not on the back like you see so many athletes getting carted off on the back of the cart. So that was a positive. And when he got to the entrance of the locker room, he got out under his own power and walked into the locker room. So two positive visuals for you right there. But again, the headline is that they think he'll be out very not long, and we'll be back for opening day.
I mean, that's as good as it gets right there, right? I mean, once again, non-contact, went down, popped back up, went back down, needed the cart. You're thinking the worst this morning. Now, some of you were lucky. Some of you might have been sleeping through the entire ordeal, and by the time you woke up, NFL Network or ESPN already had the report, hey, the Jets initially don't believe it's that serious, but we don't know. And then we got the actual word from the Jets that he's going to be okay. He's day-to-day. But this was just another day to be a Jet fan, huh? This fan base, I mean, we are built for it. Aaron Glenn said it. I mean, we were about to find out real quick if Aaron Glenn was built for it, because welcome to being the Jet head coach. The guy you gave $40 million to might be done for the year. Thank God it's not that.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
That we are. Another day in Jetland, baby. They survive. We'll see how long he's out for, but day-to-day is great news. About as good as it gets. If you told me Fields missed 3 weeks, I'd say you sign for that immediately. Day-to-day, he could be back next week. Even if he's not. Like, if he misses a week of practice, a week and a half, 2 weeks, like, all right. It's July 24th. If this were to happen, this is the best time for it to happen. You never want to see anyone get hurt, let alone a quarterback that is going to be learning a new offense. Other than Garrett Wilson, has never thrown to any of his receivers. Like, these reps are valuable for Fields, but ultimately him being fine for regular season games, right? He's going to be ready to roll for week 1. That's all that matters. Now, in honor of Justin Fields being alive and the Jets season not ending essentially on July 24th, at the end of the show, giveaway. We'll give away a Justin Fields jersey to a lucky Asmaniac who's watching the show live. If you want to enter, gift the channel membership for your chance at it. Colin became a channel member, so he enters himself in the raffle for one. Ryan McCarthy gifted a membership. And how about Bo C coming through for the people? Ladies and gentlemen, Bo knows.
Bo knows football. Bo knows baseball. Bo knows tennis. Bo knows basketball, too.
Bo knows channel membership.
Bo's in our raffle for 10. So gift away for your chance to win a Justin Fields jersey in honor of Justin Fields being okay. Now, some other news on the Fields injury here. This was from CBS. CBS Sports reported that this was his second toe, not his big toe on the right foot. It's not his plant foot. It's his push-off foot. They quoted an unnamed source with the Jet organization saying a sigh of relief for all of us. And it's significantly better than what the Jets initially feared when he was carted off. So, I mean, all things considered, we dodged the bullet here. And once again, this is not me trying to tell you that Justin Fields is great. He's the answer, but he's the hope of this season being better than 5 or 6 wins. Him taking a huge step. Everyone thought the Vikings had no chance when J.J. McCarthy tore his ACL in training camp a year ago. Sam Darnold, it clicked. Baker Mayfield replacing Brady. No one thought the Bucs were going to be any good. They've been in the playoffs the last couple of years. You know, Justin Fields, he's talented. He's 8-4 in his last 12 starts, 4-2. Like, he's not perfect. He's certainly not. But the arrow has been trending upward for him. And he does have a superpower out there on the field. He's one of the most dynamic players in the league with the ball in his hands. He ran for 1,100 yards in a season. That's not nothing. But he's got to be out there. And then we can see if the Jets could coach him up and obviously turn, Justin Fields into one of these like success stories that you see across the league. But you can't do any of that if the quarterback is unable to play because he's out for the year after 2 practices, not even in July. So thank God. John in on the Justin Fields raffle. He's in for 1. John, appreciate your support as always. So we survived a scare today, Jet fans. If you're with us this morning live, I mean, I started the show, was going to play a video of Fields talking about what his goals were for this year. Then I started to see tweet after tweet of an injury, and I'm thinking, no way. And then everything changed. You can't make it up. You cannot make it up. But Justin Fields seemingly is okay. Now, as far as some other takeaways here from practice, non-Fields related, this is directly from Rich Cimini's observations today. Quote, Justin Fields' toe injury scare overshadowed everything, including a superb performance by the defense. One of the standouts was cornerback Brandon Stevens, who did a nice job in coverage on wide receiver Garrett Wilson. Afterwards, he received some lofty praise from Aaron Glenn, who said, quote, I'm excited about that player. Eyebrows were raised in free agency when the Jets gave a 3-year, $36 million contract to Stevens, who was the weak link last season in the Ravens secondary. Stevens is slated to start opposite Sauce Gardner, which means he'll probably get picked on. Nevertheless, the Jets like his size, 6'1", and tenacity. He still needs to sharpen his ball skills, according to Glenn. This is not nothing. Because when the Jets signed Stevens, one of the things I remember saying on the show when we talked about it is, look, this is not going to be a popular signing, but if we can't trust Aaron Glenn's football acumen on corners, what can we trust him for, right? And I said that same thing when we had the debate on if the Jets should extend Sauce now coming off his down season. And I said, if Glenn wants to extend Sauce, I'm going to take his football evaluation of Sauce and I'm going to hold it in high regard. Aaron Glenn was an all-pro corner in his day, and he was a top defensive coordinator. So if we can't trust him on evaluating the corner position, then what can we trust him on? But the Stevens contract, it raised some eyebrows. And then they drafted A.Z. Thomas in the 3rd round, and A.Z. Thomas probably was a guy that, if he ran a better 40 time, was a late 1, certainly 2nd-round pick. So basically, We're hoping that they're right about Stevens, that they saw something in him, that they can coach him up. Like, he's in play it's not like he's getting burnt. He's in position to make plays. The knock on him was he just wouldn't come up with the ball. It's not like he's getting lost in the sauce out there, right? This is not Kyle Wilson that the Jets signed here, but he's got to be able to make plays, and sounds like he did today. But ultimately, that's not nothing there. Glenn giving him some praise. Like, that to me stands out. And Stevens is the key to this defense. He's replacing DJ Reed. He was a good Jet for a couple of years there. That's the reality. So I like hearing that. Now, some other takeaways here. And once again, I wasn't at practice today because I was doing the show, but this is from Samini, who was there. He wrote the following. It's too early to say there's a kicking crisis, but it wasn't pretty at practice. It was a rough day for rookie Caden Davis and former UFL standout Harrison Mevis. That's the thicker kicker, both of whom missed field goal tries. Davis uncorked a shank that wasn't even close. The Jets are taking a risk by having two kickers with no NFL experience. Glenn said he's not about to panic, but that sentiment could change if things don't improve. You can bet they have a short list of available vets. I've said this. The idea of the Jets going into the season potentially with a kicker and punter with zero NFL experience concerns me greatly. And if Mevis and Caden Davis don't separate themselves early in camp, get a veteran in there. Get some experience. The Jets are going to be in a lot of low-scoring, one-score type of games. The kicking situation last year cost them how many wins? Right? At least 2, conservatively. Get a real kicker in camp and have them compete with the rookies. There's guys out there. Get someone. Samini also writing, the Jets have doled out 2 recent contract extensions, Wilson and Gardner, and it sounds like they're interested in extending right guard Elijah Vera Tucker, who's playing on his 5th-year option. Quote, Manny's a great player, Glenn said. Hopefully at some point we can try to talk and get something done. For the first time since 2022, Vera Tucker isn't coming off major surgery. Now, I'm interested in keeping ABT. I'm surprised the Jets would want to talk contract with him now, though, because I felt like they might want to see what he's like for a full year, see if he could stay healthy before they extend him. But if ABT's willing to talk contract and he'd give the Jets a discount, right? He's not seeking top market value because the Jets want to commit to him now and he wants that guaranteed money. Then you have to have the conversation because ABT is a really good player. But I found it interesting that Glenn referenced talking soon, it sounds like, with AVT. So we shall see. The last note here. Fields was off to a shaky start in practice before his injury. He was sacked on a safety blitz by Andre Sisco and later threw incomplete in the double coverage on a deep ball to rookie receiver Arian Smith. Overall, Fields only took 5 team reps. He suffered a dislocated toe on his last rep, causing temporary panic in Jets land. He's now listed as day-to-day per the team. We can't judge anything Fields did today with 5 plays in a team setting. So that nugget to me doesn't truly matter. The big takeaway, though, I think today, the big takeaway beyond the obvious, hey, Justin Fields is not dead. He's alive. He's day-to-day. It's Brandon Stevens making some plays today. I like that. Also, you noticed what Rich wrote here? Fields was sacked on a safety blitz. When was the last time the Jets blitz a safety? When did that happen last? Let's go, finally. This ain't Salah's defense anymore. We're allowed to blitz. We're allowed to switch things up and confuse a quarterback. I want to see safety blitzing. I want to see Quincy and Sherwood, 2 of the faster players on the team. I want to see them going out there and blitzing a lot more. So I like that nugget there. A safety blitz. What a concept. Blitz, blitz, blitz. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. This week's Asmaniac raffle prize is a signed Joe Namath helmet. So gift the membership to be entered. Monday will be the drawing for our Joe Namath signed helmet. And our Justin Fields signed helmet is back in the raffle. I was going to remove it if Fields was done for the year and add a different prize, but Fields signed helmet is back. So gift away to be entered. And at the end of this stream, your chance to win a Justin Fields jersey. You pick the color, white or green, and we'll get it sent out to you. With that said, let's see what you're saying via the super chats, and we'll mix in some calls as well. Bo C says, Jake, if by chance I win the Fields jersey, it will become a gift of your choosing to anyone you want. Appreciate you always. Bo C, you are the man. That's very kind of you, my friend. John with a super chat. The last time there was this much talk around toes with this franchise was with Rex Ryan, and they went to the AFC Championship game feeling hopeful. Now, that is an all-time spin. I like it. I hope what you're doing is actually properly going to work from a manifesting standpoint. The only positive I could find this morning was the last time a Jet quarterback got hurt in training camp was the last time the Jets actually went out there and won more than 7 games. Think about that. Geno got punched out. In comes Fitz. Jets haven't won more than 7 since. The year Zach Wilson got hurt was already in the preseason in 2022. So that was the only positive thing I could come up with this morning, but I'm glad we don't have to go down that path. Now, you brought up Rex Ryan. I'm sure Rex Ryan is all about the health of Justin Fields' toes.
Oh, yeah. You know what time it is. You tried to throw him away, but this man's coming back. Sometimes he's fat or thin. That waistband makes him slim. He's got the fix you need. They call him sexy. Rexy.
Fuck Gruden, he's no Jet. I'm here to crack some skulls. I'll turn these boys to men. This team is stacked with pros. Hire me, you won't break your purse. I'm here to break the curse. They call me sexy. Rexy. Fuck all you naysayers.
Ooh, sexy. Ooh, he's sexy, Rexy, sexy. Ooh, he's sexy, Rexy, sexy. Ooh, he's sexy, Rexy, sexy. Ooh, he's sexy, Rexy.
We love you, Rex. We love you. Mother effing Chew is in our raffle for 1 by gifting a membership. Thank you, Chew. Patriots 12 says, rest in peace, Hogan. Definitely top 3 all time. RIP to the Hulkster. Sorry to hear that news. Kyle Clifton with a super chat. He's in the raffle for 5. Bang! Bang! Fields thought dead, now lives. Hulk Hogan has left us, but his toe is presumed intact. Today's been a roller coaster. Not even Green Bean could love. RIP. Hulkamania. Well said. I'd play Hulk's intro if YouTube wouldn't flag me for it. But, yeah, very sad to see that, obviously. An iconic figure in wrestling history, so RIP. Hulk and Ozzy in a couple days, man. That's tough. Dylan with a great comment here. Imagine if we heard Salah say Fields is day-to-day. We wouldn't see 7 until December. Dude, if Salah said Fields was day-to-day with a toe injury, I'd be saying, when's the amputation of his toe happening? When is Fields going to get Nick Shined? That'd be the conversation we'd all be having. Vman is back. How about Vman entering a Fields raffle for 1? Yeah, baby. Love it, Vman. All right, phone line's open. Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline if you want in on the conversation. Real quick, we normally are going to have been doing the Azzy Awards, but we're going to postpone those until tomorrow because there is so much football news going on. So we will resume the Azzy Awards tomorrow, and the next award, our 17th Asmaniac Azzy Award that we're distributing, we're giving out, that the people are voting on, is the top Charles Gorman moment. So stay tuned for that tomorrow, and then assuming I do a second show, which I'm planning on it, best rapper, that's what we'll vote on then. So day off from the Azzies because we got actual tangible Jet news with Fields, of course, to discuss. That said, Gusbuster Hotline's open. Nick is first up today. Nick, what's going on?
Hey, Jake, real quick. I wanted to say these beat writers, it's like medical malpractice, the way they worded some, like none of them saw his foot possibly get stepped on, like the whole non-contact thing. He didn't put a move on a guy in the open field and go down. And no one could elaborate that, like, it was his toe and not his knee. Like, the whole lower leg thing was a little crazy.
Well, all I could tell you is, with where the beat is set up to watch practice, I think they were probably far away from the play, and no one had a good vantage point of it. Like, no one seemed to know exactly what happened. They just saw the quarterback go down, and you know, if someone grazed his foot, that's tough to see from where they're set up on the field. Like they're on like the perch that overlooks all the practice fields. The injury could have happened on the third field,
right,
50 yards away, and it's tough to gauge. You know,
right.
I don't know the specifics.
They're just super quick to get out like the negative, and then very delayed like, oh no, it's just this. It's not a ligament. It's what And like, is that the case? Are we still waiting on if there's any ligament damage, or is that it's just dislocated?
Yeah, I think it's just dislocated. I mean, the Jets themselves put out the fact that he's day-to-day, dislocated toe, right foot, and that he avoided serious injury and significant missed time.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's good.
Well, Nick, take a breath. It's going to be okay. Now, are the Jets going to be okay in the regular season? I mean, I don't know about that one. But for at least today, they're okay. I'll give the media a pass today, though. I don't think they did anything egregious with the reporting here. All you could do is report the facts. They can't give you an answer on what the injury is until they hear from Fields' agent or someone in the building that's a source to them that can provide them an update, someone in Jets PR that wants the message out there, hey, we think he avoided a serious injury. You can put it out there. Like, there's ways these things get out there. It doesn't just happen immediately. So, got to keep that in a little context, a little perspective there. More calls right now. Former Jet Scout is on the line. Let's find out if former Jet Scout actually was a scout for the Jets. Hello, former Jet Scout.
How's it going? Just call back to the early days.
Former Jet Scout, your phone connection was atrocious. Try again, and we will do our best to get you on there. In the meantime, on the line right now is one of the OGs of this show. He just gifted a channel membership, and now he has called in. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Vman time.
It's time for another Vman call. Hopefully he not sleeping. Adios mio.
Hey Jake, what's up? It's been a while.
Vman, how are you?
I've been good. I haven't felt like calling it because it's been that quiet part of the off season. Now with training camp starting up, then football season starting to heat up. Baseball's just, bleh. I finally felt like the urge to call in.
Well, it's good to have you back, V-Man. We missed you terribly. I think that everyone's been asking, where's V-Man? Is he in Puerto Rico? Is he drunk on a random Thursday? I mean, people have questions.
Oh, no, I was busy. I went to go see the new Superman movie.
What did you think?
Well, like I said, if you're like a fan of that Christopher Reeves, Richard Donner era of Superman movies, then I think you're going to enjoy this movie. If you're not, if you're the Snyder fanboy, you're the Snyder Henry Cavill fanboy, maybe you're probably going to have a bit of a annoyance with this movie. But like I said, if you like that classic, Superman, then you're going to have a blast. It is funny. I will say this: if you've ever seen the Avengers movie, the first Avengers, and when Hulk ragdolls Loki, there's a scene just like that at the end of the movie, and it's hilarious.
Now, do you have your Puerto Rican flag? Could you put it on and pretend you're Superman and fly around your room for old time's sake for the people that are watching?
No, I fasted into a flagpole, so I don't have it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe next time.
Well, to talk about with this field stuff, it's fortunate, It's like I actually woke up because I came back from work when all the dark, gloomy news was coming in, so I didn't go through the type of emotional roller coaster that most Jets fans went with. But it's fortunate that it was not a big deal. It's a toe injury. The expectation is he should still be good for week 1. It's a good thing that we avoided any serious concern here. And I agree with you. I don't think the media was trying to do anything harmful here, just trying to spread doomerism in the fan base. I think it's just that they didn't have the information until they did get the information.
Well, the media could only describe what they saw, and what was described was it looked like, from their view, non-contact. He went down, then got back up, then sat back down again, like Rodgers did seemingly in 2023, and then they needed the cart to take him off the field. So that's all we knew. Like that's just, you report what you see. That's all they could do at that point. It wasn't until we started to get word about an hour afterwards, once Fields' agent was probably putting stuff out there, or the Jets wanted stuff out there on what the real story is, and then they put it out there themselves, and we had full clarity.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's like they can only go by what they see. You're absolutely right, So I'm glad we avoided this bullet, Let's hope, we have a quiet offseason, because most part it's been quiet, There hasn't been an issue with hasn't been an issue signing the draft picks, really. You got the Sauce and Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, that was good to get those done.
Yeah, you got those done. So it's been, for a Jets fan, for a Jets fan, when we're used to just, these dramatic off season where there's always something going on that's, of annoyance, it's been a relatively peaceful off season, and you can't ask for much more than that.
Well, we all thought that was about to change today. Aaron Glenn, hey, everything's normal. Jets are functioning, getting deals done ahead of time. Mason Taylor signed, no drama there. And then, well, here's your franchise quarterback that you thought that you were going to have going down on the second play of practice.
So it's a good thing. Like I said, I looked it up. It was about what, 3 to 6. I looked up the toe injury. The injury, it's like what, 3 to 6 weeks. I read that. So it should be, like I said, it's probably, like I said, if it's a minor toe, then hopefully it shouldn't be. I gotta imagine the smaller toes are probably, or maybe, I'm not a medical expert, so I can't say anything, but I gotta imagine this. If it's a smaller toe, then I gotta imagine it probably heals quicker.
How are your toes, V-Man? Any toes you want to show off for the hundreds of people watching live right now?
No, thanks. I'm good.
No. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, V-Man, as you're hitting the bottle here at 5:08 on a Thursday. Love to see it. You gifted Dylan Terriman a weekly on the show, his membership. So I'm going to give you an extra gifted membership because you gifted a regular guest on the show. All right.
Well, that's good. I just felt like, I got to do something, got to come back, after, a long hiatus, you got to, remind, do something nice for the audience.
Yeah.
So I'll just give the membership.
Well, it's very kind of you, man.
Yeah. But
you have a heck of a day, all right?
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna have some more of this old tree rum. That's literally what that says in Spanish.
Are you gonna finish that entire bottle, you think?
No. This is more of a mixer rum. I just have a couple swigs of it every now and again.
A couple swigs of it?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like you're having more than just a couple.
Nah, I've only had a couple because, like I said, eventually I gotta go into work tonight, so,
All right, well, make sure you don't fall asleep, okay?
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, V-Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Bass, and Jake. Get it started, Gator.
Bass, and Jake. Bass, and Jake. Bass, and Jake. Bass, and Jake. The super chat's always cut the line.
And the Vuelo dances really fine.
When she's talking about them jets.
My señorita, she gets real happy.
Real happy? V-Man, that doesn't rhyme.
Hey, Gator, it's a family show.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Bass, and Jake. Bass, and Jake. Bass, and Jake. Bass, and Jake.
Good to get V-Man back in the mix. Ladies and gentlemen, if you join my Patreon for the year, you earn 10 raffle tickets in whatever raffle we're doing. So a huge shout out to Sean Stewart, who I saw just became a Patreon member for the year. Sean, I got you in for 10 for the daily raffle at the end of the show, which is the Justin Fields jersey. And I got you in, of course, 10 for our weekly raffle, which will be on Monday for the Name It signed helmet and the Fields signed helmet. So thank you to Sean and appreciate everyone out there who supports me via the Patreon. J-Boy has gifted 5 memberships. He is in the raffle for 5. Thank you. Sean, I see your super chat here. Dodge the bullet. Fields lives. Yeah, man. I mean, look, you never want to see a quarterback that clearly needs reps have to miss time in practice, but day to day, I mean, if you would have told me Fields was out for 3 weeks, I'd say we all signed for that. Day to day sounds like he could be back next week, right? He's probably not going to practice tomorrow or Saturday. They have the day off Sunday, but if he's back by Monday or even like Wednesday of next week, who wouldn't be thrilled with that? So, yeah, the Jets, they dodged the bullet here. There's no doubt about it. King Lowski checks in with a super chat. Get another QB in here immediately. We need to learn from past mistakes and be overly cautious about the QB position. We need more depth, Jets. The problem is, Lowski, the depth is so bad. Or I should say the options are so bad. I mean, you want Carson Wentz here? Like, you're not going to trade for Jameis Winston or Kirk Cousins right now. If Fields was out a bunch of weeks, I would agree, add someone. But if it's truly just day-to-day, you could get by with Tyrod as the one and then Martinez and Cook. But I don't hate the premise at all. Dan says, Jake, am I in the raffle? I sent one earlier, too. Happy Fields is going to be okay. You're in the raffle, Dan. I got you down. You're in our raffle for 2 with this super chat here. Sent one earlier, too. Fields going to be okay. Thanks for trying to help me with training camp tickets, too. I really appreciate you and the community. Richie sent me tickets. Let's go, Jets. Shout out to everyone who has sent me training camp tickets. I've been distributing them to listeners. So if you have extra training camp tickets and you want to send them my way, I'll redistribute them to Jet fans who could use them. I still have some for tomorrow. So if anyone needs tickets for tomorrow, reach out. It will be first come, first serve. Email me, AsmanJake. The Human Fund has gifted a channel membership. AsmanJake@gmail.com, by the way. It's in the description. Purple Belt Mike says this entry is for Chris B. PBM, you're in the raffle for 2 for the Fields jersey. And Frank P., who won a signed Bill Parcells helmet on the show earlier this week. He is in the Asmaniac raffle for 10.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Let's go, Frank. Always appreciate your support. Good luck in the raffle. John says that was one of my all-time favorite moments on the show when Vman put on the Puerto Rican flag and did a Superman jump onto his bed. I thought he was going to do it again to pay homage to Superman coming out, but I guess not. More calls right now. Edward's next. Hey, Edward.
Hey, how you doing, Jake?
What's up, Edward?
Oh, not much. I'm not too worried about this. I mean, fucking Joe Klecko played half a season with a broken leg. So, I mean, come on now. Now, I know the newer players are a bunch of pussies. They don't want to do too.
Edward, thank you. Are you drunk? What type of call is that, Edward? Come on. What are we doing here?
On behalf of the Jake Asman Show, we apologize for the foul language.
Good God, Edward. Put down the bottle. Jeez. Goodness gracious. Wasn't expecting that out of Edward Ziff. Let me go back to former New York Jet scout. I'm sure he'll provide some insight for us. Hello, former Jet scout.
You hear me now?
I think so.
Okay, cool. Not really a former New York Jet scout, just a shout. Kind of a throwback. You used to have a guy who would send messages saying he was a scout, but
oh yeah,
just
the guy who had the Aaron Hernandez tattoos. I remember him well. Yep.
Yeah, throwback to the early days. I've been listening a long time. First time I ever got in. Yeah, I was sick this morning when I started your show and saw the injury, so I was a little upset, but glad that happened. Went to my first game last year. It was the Jets versus Niners. I live in California over here.
Great game, very competitive.
Yeah, yeah. But what I wanted to talk about was Garrett Wilson in that game. Just watching him live, he's just. I was talking to the Niners fans. And I'm like, dude, they can't cover this guy. There was a drive early on where they just couldn't cover the guy, and the Niners fans around me were getting pretty pissed early on. But it's just gonna be nice to see, hopefully, Garrett Wilson go off this year, and then I think if we do beat the Steelers this year in the first game, I think that that's going to be a good test for us. I think that's going to be the success of our season, really, is right out the gate. If we win that, then we'll be trending pretty good. If we lose, we could still have a decent season, and I'll still have hope. But I think if we win week 1, we have a good shot at the playoffs. So I just
look, the season's a lot more than just the first game, but the first 2 weeks you're at home. You want to avoid the 0-2 starts. You're not going to Tampa in an 0-2 hole with 2 road games in Tampa and Miami after that. You could put yourself in a 1-3, 0-4 scenario, and then like you're at best you're trying to maybe get to 3-5 if you're lucky at the bye week, and that feels like an uphill task at that point. So getting off to a good start, I think, is so important for this team.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm just saying, I think week 1 is important. Obviously, every week's important, but
no doubt. Scout, your audio was a little choppy there, but good first call, man. Call back when you're on your computer next time, or better cell phone area. More calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, they're saying that this man sacrificed his ACL. So Justin Fields would only have to deal with a day-to-day toe injury. Purple Belt Mike is up next.
Purple Belt wife, she's the Dark Knight. She has a lazy husband who forgets to clean potatoes. Maybe someday she'll get some help, but now she's just a Purple Belt wife. Purple Belt wife, she might not be purple, but she can kick her husband's ass.
I love that intro. That's awesome.
How we feeling, Mike?
Feeling good. I I don't know if it's the fentanyl they gave me or the Percocet or whatever, but I'm just confused. So if you could help me for a second, because the first thing I heard when I woke up was that Justin Fields was carried off the field from a non-contacting injury, but then I thought you said he got stepped on. So what was it, non-contact or what was it, or am I just all over the place?
Well, no, it was reported as if it was non-contact because I guess it looked like that from the vantage point the reporters had. But Glenn believes that he was stepped on. That's what happened.
Oh, okay, I understand now.
And he was carted off the field. That did happen.
Okay, okay, all right, so that's good. So yeah, so I'm still repping my Jets. I wanted to make sure it's in the universe that my sacrifice is for the team and for a greater power so that our team can be injury free. So let's go Jets, baby.
What was it like to be operated on and then wake up and find out, oh my God, is our season over?
Bro, I told my wife, I literally said, fuck, I'm still dreaming. That's what I said. And the doctor was laughing. And he's like, the anesthesiologist, he's like, dude, you're awake. I'm a Jet fan too. He had like a Jet, they have the little hat things on that they have to wear. So he had a Jet one, the anesthesiologist.
How about that? Is he watching the show?
I told him about the show. He knows about it. I don't know if he's watching it now, but he does know about the show.
Well, shout out to your anesthesiologist for maybe watching. All right.
He's like, yeah, no, that'd be funny. If he's there, you should call in. That'd be funny. But yeah. So,
Are they calling you Percocet Mike now? Is that what I'm hearing?
I hope not. I don't. So the Percocets don't do shit for me, and that's why. Because like they're like, oh well, we gave you Percocet, and I've had surgeries before, and I know that it just doesn't affect me. And I was like, yeah, I'm in like 8 out of 10 pain. So they got, I got something for you. And then it went away. I was like, oh, what'd you give me? They go, we gave you a small dose of fentanyl. I was like, holy fuck, fentanyl. Holy shit. They're like, yeah, it's not like what you think. It's a small dose. It's controlled based on your body weight or whatever. But that really took it away. I don't know if you noticed on my call in the car, I was really out of it. I also had a nerve block. So yeah, but now what they're giving me is I have a hydrocodone or something like that I take, and then I have Vicodin. So I go 4 hours Vicodin, 4 hours hydrocodone, 4 hours Vicodin, 4 hours, and then I do that for the next 4 days, and should
Hey,
be
Beast,
good.
what do you think of all the drugs Mike's on?
Woo!
Yeah. Hey, Percocet Mike, I appreciate your time and way to rock the Jets during the surgery.
Yep, Jet underwear too. Had to do it.
Hell yeah. Send that to Beast. He'll wear it on the air.
Yep, and
Purple belt Mike, he loves the Dark Knight. He's got a green pool and he jumps right in. Maybe someday he'll get a brown belt, but for now he's just that purple belt Mike. Purple belt Mike, it might be purple, but he can still kick your dirty ass.
Robbie Sabo's watching the show. Let's try and peer pressure him into calling in because he was there today. So maybe he could tell us exactly what he saw. I had Will Parkinson on ESPN New York today when I filled in for Michael K, which I'm doing again tomorrow, by the way. The voice of the Jets, Bob Lashusen's joining me tomorrow, folks. 2:30 tomorrow. I'm on from 1 to 3. I got Tim Kirchin talking Yankees-Mets deadline at 1:30 with Shusen tomorrow. ESPN New York. Shout out to the Asmaniacs who tuned in today. I have a ton of radio coming up, so check the Discord for programming updates there for those interested. More calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, reminder for those of you that tuned in late, we are doing a raffle at the end of the show. I'll give away a Justin Fields jersey to a listener who wins. So if you want a chance to win, do what the Human Fund did or Frank P did. Gift the membership for your chance or send in a $10 super chat like PBM did, and that will get you 2 entries. We prefer the memberships because when you're a channel member, you get a chance to get a free super chat every month. You get a badge next to your name. You get priority response in the comments, and it helps support the growth of the channel. More calls right now, ladies and gentlemen. A man who's nominated for the Top Rapper Azzy Award tomorrow on the show is on the line. JJ is next. Hello, JJ.
I want to start off by saying that these awards are pretty dumb. How do you have a category that says best takes and I'm not on best takes? Somebody in the chat put when I've been wrong about something, please. all my takes are accurate. You know, I have great foresight.
I have
They
some
put me
takes
for
from
worse.
you. Are you interested?
Yeah, go for it. Let's see it.
All right, let me pull up my research here. So these are apparently things that you have said, all right? Countless times you have reassured me in the chat that your phone reception was good, only for us to hear constant static and drop calls, wasting everyone's time. Now, that's the non-sport stuff. Here we go. This was on December 5th, 2024. You said, hey, listen, call me crazy. If Ryan Day gets fired from Ohio State, I don't think that'd be the worst decision in the world to hire him as head coach.
Okay, stop. Time out. Because did he not win a national championship?
Yeah, but you wanted him to be an NFL head coach with no NFL.
Yeah,
head
because
coaching experience?
you think that Ryan Day is a bad head coach? Look at what he's done. He's transcended the game on the offensive side of the ball in college football. I couldn't talk for a second.
Let me continue. You also said that other college coaches have come into the NFL and performed well, and then you couldn't name any when I asked you to.
Yeah, because that's like if I tell you, yo, who's the best right tackle that ever played for the New York Giants? I mean, you're going to be like, okay, wait, hold on. Well, let me think about it real quick, and then you'll give me an answer. I don't think that's a bad take.
Okay, moving on. December 5th, 2024, you said the following. Said that Allen should be a #1 seed in Asmaniac Madness.
Yeah, because if we're ranking it off of his calls always stirs up the pot. If you guys just want to watch a show where it's just boring all the time and everyone agrees with Jake Asman, then that's stupid. But if you want to watch a show where people call in, they argue with Jake, and it's good TV, which is why you guys love Beastbreaker, you guys love Gary, but then when I say Allen is the #1 seed, that's a bad take. Okay.
You
what
called
else?
BMAC an intelligent man on December 23rd.
Sarcastically, because everybody said that he was my brother. So I sarcastically said, yeah, he's an intelligent man.
December 30th,
hold that against me.
You blamed me and the Jake Asman Show audience and quote everyone in the chat for the Jets sucking.
Yeah, I did blame you guys for years, because year after year, you guys sat here and defended Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh. You guys wanted him year after year after year. Every year I called for their heads. You said, oh, one more year. Give him one more chance. He doesn't have his quarterback. Oh, Aaron Rodgers is going to save the team. Oh, I bet you guys can probably find something where I said Aaron Rodgers ruined the team too. Let's go. I bet that's on there.
Okay, how about late March of 2024? You called in 30 minutes to my free agency live stream screaming that the Jets haven't made a splash yet.
Okay, and then who did they sign? Tyron Smith, terrible signing. Mike Evans, terrible signing.
Yeah, but your take at the time, you were blasting the Jets for not doing anything. We were 30 minutes into free agency.
But did they? So overall, let's have an honest question, honest conversation. Did they actually do anything?
What do you mean? Did they? No, a lot of the signings they made didn't work, but that's not the point. Your take was
that is the point,
to criticize the organization for not making any moves 30 minutes into the start of free agency.
So they didn't make any moves 30 minutes into the start. When they finally did make a move, it was a terrible move.
Look,
so
you take it up with the committee, all right? I can't. You were nominated for worst takes. You didn't win, so people thought highly of you in the chat.
I'm just saying I should have never been in that category in the first place.
What about top rapper? You might win that.
I don't want to win top rapper. I'm not a rapper. That was just for fun because what's his name?
Gator? Oh, hold on, JJ. I'm
talking crazy about me. Gator was talking crazy about me. Hello, can you hear me?
You're here. Yep.
Oh, yeah, Gator was talking crazy, and then Jets Johnny was talking crazy. So then I just had to put it together a little razzle dazzle. Anyways, you guys were distracting me from my point. The reason I called is because I wanted to say this, and you guys can add this to the worst takes ever. But
Justin Fields will be in the Jets Ring of Honor is another one of your takes, by the way.
The sun is finally shining on the Jets, and I'm going to tell you why I say that. Any other time, like for me, whatever can go wrong will go wrong. And when I have like players that, come to the Jets and I want to see them do well, they usually end up doing terrible. And to see, Justin Fields get carted off and everyone think the worst, and then it comes out that he's just a dislocated toe, I'm very optimistic that the sun is shining on the Jets. The Jets are going to be good this year. I've gone to so many training camps. Obviously, I'm going to go on Saturday
Are you getting pulled over right now?
No, I'm not even driving. When I call in, I like to be parked up, safe driving. But anyways,
you like to be bricked up?
parked.
Oh, I was gonna say
parking
this is a
spot.
family show. I mean, geez.
Yeah, no. I pay $300 a month for a parking spot at my apartment, so I'm utilizing it to make this call.
Do they
But
call
that's
you
besides the point.
Moneybags JJ? Is that true?
Nah, just JJ.
Okay.
But with that being said, I've been to a lot of training camps in my lifetime, and unfortunately a lot while Robert Saleh was the head coach. And for the first like 2 years, he just stayed on the defensive side. He never walked around. He was super uninterested with the offense. Actually, he would have the offense practice on the far field. There's like 3 fields. He would have them on the other side where the fans couldn't even see them. We would have to watch the defense. And I'm like, why are we here for this? The last year Robert Saleh was there, he actually, we had Aaron Rodgers. He had him over. The crowd was going crazy. We were feeling good about it, but then we still ended up sucking. But I already love the fact that Aaron Glenn is being a head coach. He's not being a defensive specialist and let the offense do it. No, he's being a head coach. Justin Fields is going to take us to the playoffs. Justin Fields is going to go to the Ring of Honor. All Justin Fields has to do, to be honest with you, is win 2 playoff games, and he's Ring of Honor for me. So, oh, look at my legs, tiny legs. But yeah, man, I'm super happy, man. This is going to be a great year for us. So you guys can hate if you want on Justin Fields and say, oh, I'm crazy for thinking, but I think he has the opportunity to be the second best Jets quarterback that we've ever had. I mean, the bar is not that high. It's Joe Namath, and then whatever. You could say Vinny Testaverde and all the – what's the other guy that you guys love to bring up? Who's the other one? Chad Pennington?
What do you mean? Who's the other one?
I'm not being disrespectful, but at the end of the day, these guys have came and they've gone. They didn't really do much for the team. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm sorry, but when I look back at Jets history,
Chad Pennington did do plenty for the team. They went to the playoffs 3 times with him as the starting quarterback. The last time they won a division title, Chad was the quarterback. What are you talking about?
Anyways, I'm not being disrespectful to these guys. I'm a younger Jets fan. So, growing up, these guys weren't like the top of the top NFL quarterbacks. I think Justin Fields has a chance to be a top 10 quarterback this year.
Justin Fields is anywhere close to what Chad Pennington was when he was healthy, because that was always the problem. When Chad was healthy, the Jets won games with him. Then this team could be a playoff team. If he plays like Chad did in 06 or 04, or go look at Chad's numbers in 02. Go look at how he played in the playoffs in those years.
I'm not being disrespectful. I just, I'm a young guy. I'm only 28 years old. I think I was probably like 8 years old when Chad Pennington was playing for the Jets. I don't really remember much about it. I'm sorry to say it.
And then go watch Vinny Testaverde as well in 98.
I'm not watching either of those guys. They didn't win a playoffs for us. I mean, they didn't win the Super Bowl for us. Sorry.
They won it in the playoffs.
They didn't win the Super Bowl for us is what I meant to say.
So you can't watch anyone then. You can't watch anyone then if that's the bar.
I could watch Joe. I could watch Broadway Joe.
Okay, so you only will watch Joe Namath. Like, this is why you're in for worse takes, because you just denigrated 2 of the more successful quarterbacks.
I didn't denigrate them. I said I didn't watch them play. I said I didn't watch them play.
Yes, okay, so I wasn't around for the Civil War. I know what happened. Like, educate yourself if you're a Jet fan.
No, I don't gotta educate myself. They didn't win the Super Bowl for me. What do I care? So what? Did they win the Super Bowl? At the end of the day, we watch because we want our team to win the Super Bowl. So they didn't win the Super Bowl.
They didn't win the Super Bowl with Rex, but all of a sudden we don't value those 2 years, the 4 road playoff wins. They mean nothing because they didn't win the championship.
So when it comes to Rex Ryan, you guys overrated him. Last year, you guys wanted to bring him back as the head coach because he took us to 2 AFC championships and then absolutely did nothing afterwards. I'm the type of guy who I like to rank people off of Super Bowls, right? So if he's not a Super Bowl winning head coach, then why would I want him to come back to the team and repeat the mistakes of the past? He didn't win a Super Bowl when he was with us. So what made you think he was going to win a Super Bowl if he got a second chance at it? I'm saying is,
I'm not arguing Rex as a viable candidate to be the Jet head coach in 2025. You're denigrating Rex when he was here and had success. They haven't been to the playoffs since he was the coach here.
Okay, they haven't been to the playoffs since he was the coach here. Todd Bowles was 1 win away from making it to the playoffs. That doesn't mean anything to me. All I'm saying to you is, at the end of the day,
Todd Bowles doesn't mean anything to any of us either. But there's a major difference in winning 4 road playoff games and Todd Bowles having 1 season where the team was 10-6 and missed the playoffs and then never came close after that. It's not even close to the same thing.
No, it kind of is the same thing because they went to the AFC Championship. twice. And
twice.
then
They beat Peyton Manning and Tom Brady in the playoffs in consecutive weeks. That doesn't mean something to you as a Jet fan?
So that erases four losing seasons afterwards. I think that
it doesn't erase it, but we all look back on Rex's tenure and we say it was a success overall. Look how bad it's been since he's been gone.
Okay, do you want us to win a Super Bowl?
Obviously, I do, JJ. But
if Justin Fields wins the Super Bowl for us, will he go down in history as one of the greatest Jets quarterbacks of all time?
Yes, obviously.
Will he? One more question. I'm just gonna ask one more. Will he then surpass?
Is the sky
Vinny
blue?
and
That's
Chad?
the equivalency of asking me if Justin Fields wins a championship with the Jets. Is he one of the best quarterbacks of all time in the franchise's history? Yeah, no shit. Does Sidney Sweeney have big tits? The answer is yes. What are we talking about?
And I think he's going to do that. I think he's going to win us a Super Bowl. Maybe not next year. I mean, maybe not this year, but next year for sure. I think we're going to win a Super Bowl with Justin Fields and Aaron Glenn as the head coach and quarterback, that tandem. And that's why I'm not denigrating Chad Pennington and Vinny Testaverde. They just never won a Super Bowl. So there's no point for me to go back and watch them. I'm sorry. There's no point. They never won a Super Bowl. So what am I wasting my time to see them play, to see them not win a Super Bowl? I want to see Super Bowls. Okay. I'm a young guy. I refuse to be a Jets fan who goes his whole life without seeing a Super Bowl. I refuse it. So I'm sorry to Chad. I apologize to Vinny.
Maybe you should learn the history of your franchise and not poo-poo 4 road playoff wins. And the second biggest win in the history of the franchise was knocking out a 14-2 Patriots team with the MVP of the league in their building that beat the Jets 45-3 earlier that year in the same place. If you can't acknowledge and celebrate that, why are you a Jet fan? It hasn't been good since. They haven't won a playoff game since.
That's how you know that I'm a real Jets fan, because it hasn't been good, and I'm still a Jets fan. Yeah, to say, how are you a Jets fan? Yes, just because I wasn't alive, or I was alive, but just because I wasn't wild.
Now look what you've done, JJ. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give him another 24 hours to think about it.
And he wanted to know why he was up for worst takes. I mean, that call right there. John B, JJ, one of the worst takes in some time. Like, he's trying to do like the gotcha. If Justin Fields wins the Super Bowl with the Jets, he's one of the greatest players in Jets history. One of the best quarterbacks of all time. Duh. What do you think? That's some gotcha? Good God, man. Hey, shout out to Jay Perez. He gifted 5 memberships during that debacle. Jay, thank you. Shout out to Shooter. He's in the raffle for 2. He says, best to get the bad juju out of the way right now, Jake. I'm back. Excited for my first home double revenge game. Love to wear that Fields jersey at MetLife. Go Jets. Shooter, good luck. We got you in the raffle for 2. Eric says, in 20 years, people won't remember Rex or the Jets almost making the playoffs, so JJ's right. It doesn't matter to history. You're wrong about that. You're wrong about that. We still talk about the teams in the 80s with the sack exchange. What do you mean? People, they didn't win a Super Bowl either. Klecko, Gastineau line, they didn't win a Super Bowl. They didn't even go to the Super Bowl. We still talk about that era of Jets history. Still matters. ESPN just did a 30 for 30 on it in 2025. This comment, before I bring out our surprise guest, this comment is asinine as well. Goodbye.
Forget about his vaccine and political opinions. Aaron's football IQ isn't very high.
I can't. Banner show of calls so far. Ladies and gentlemen, someone who was at Jets training camp today is on the line. Robbie Sabo from Jet X joins us. Robbie, set the record straight. What happened today? What was this play with Fields?
Dude, forget that. Well, how did that I caught the convo in the middle. How did that convo start?
JJ was offended that he wasn't nominated for best takes. He was nominated for worst takes.
And then you got into I got on like when he said Sanchez didn't matter and Testaverde didn't matter. How did that come about?
To be honest, I kind of blacked out during all that. I don't know.
Fields will become one of the greatest players in history if he wins a Super Bowl. Yeah. I mean,
he only cares about Super Bowls, so he doesn't care about anything that happened unless the Jets win the Super Bowl. So Joe Namath is the only quarterback he could watch or something stupid like that.
Michael Vick is irrelevant then. Lamar Jackson is the shits. What the fuck are we talking? I don't know. So listen, today, dude.
What happened today?
Suicide watch on Twitter. Like,
Well, we saw non-contact injury from beat reporters, and then the cart taking him inside the facility. So you see that, and now put yourself in the shoes of this fan base that's not there. That's why we all went crazy.
Well, I didn't see non-contact anywhere. It doesn't, to put it this way, it wasn't a big hubbub until he was under the tent and he wasn't playing. So rolling out, yes, getting up gingerly, still walking, like it wasn't collapsing. He was banged up, you could tell. And then getting checked. I never thought no contact. I didn't know what the severity was. I'm not going to tweet info out either because, and I mentioned it to someone I forgot who it was. He knows you. He's probably a listener of you, Jake, because he said, hop on Jake's show. And I told him, yeah, tell Jake I'll hop on, but I'm not going to tweet anything because there's no point. Everyone's getting info left and right from people. They're going to be suicidal no matter what. So what's the freaking point? Listen, the cart is not a big deal. The field is 300 yards away from the facility. Why walk with a toe injury when you could take the cart? So that's also not a big deal. I understand, waiting for the other shoe to drop with Vinny, with Rodgers, and all that stuff. But let's put it into perspective. Like when we're watching these two quarterbacks, and Glenn even said it today, there isn't much of a drop off, if anything at all. Individually speaking, going from Fields to Tyrod isn't a drop off. The drop off comes within the offensive scheme, what Fields could do for you, raising the ceiling within the offense, zone read option. He's so much more explosive. So that's the issue. And, if you were to go down for the season, which he's not, right now would be the time because you could tweak the offense a little for Tyrod. If he's out for a month, it's an issue because they're trying to install a specific offense for Fields, who's really explosive. Again, RPOs, zone read options. Fortunately, I don't think he's going to be out that long. I think
no, they got a break, but in real time, we didn't know that. And also,
let me set the record. Let me set the record for everyone too. The difference between a big toe and a non-big toe in football, it's like a hangnail. It should be a non-issue. Let's put it that way.
Well, the thing I was going to say, Glenn could talk about Tyrod all he wants. The issue is not Tyrod if he's a capable starter. I think he is. He doesn't stay on the field. He hasn't played double-digit games in a decade. Like he can't stay healthy.
Yeah, and that's the right perspective, but I just don't see that perspective from fans. I see the Fields as a superstar gone too soon perspective, and that's where I run into an issue. It's like, and listen, I get it. I was there during the Bruce Coslet days. If young fans don't think I get it, believe me, I do. But it's one of those things. Like, could we just wait until official word comes out? That's all. Let's just wait until the official word comes out and then go from there. But fortunately, they dodged a bullet, and I think they'll be fine.
I mean, they definitely did dodge a bullet, but you fear the worst when you have the PTSD that this fan base has for the last couple of years, Rodgers especially, and here's Fields. They give him $40 million, 30 guaranteed. He's the clear starter. They're not even wearing pads yet, Robbie. It's day 2, and he's going down, and he needs to be carted off. So that's why you get scared.
I get it. I get that. It's just...
And it's not even about him being a superstar. It's just the optimism, if you want to have it about this season, is, hey, he could take a step like what Sam did, what Baker did. Like, if you go into the year with Tyrod, like, even if he has a good year and stays relatively healthy, like, there's no future there. Fields, if he plays well, could actually maybe be your long-term guy, and that sets you up as a franchise where you don't need to use a first-round pick on a guy next year and you're trying to win.
From you and the rational fans, correct, and I agree with that. But what you see on Twitter and the irrational stuff is just when that happens, nothing else matters. Like, you can't even tweet out anything else. Like, there was this great receiver drill where they're running two guys opposite of each other, and they don't know who's going to get the ball, which one's going to get the ball, and whichever guy doesn't get the ball, the other one has to get out and lead block on the fly for the receiver who caught the ball. Like, that's the stuff that matters in this game. And I get it. Fields, the QB1 getting hurt is important. But as fans, we got to make some room for letting the woebegone stuff go to try to care about the details a little more. That's all my point is. Like, perspective is everything. And I know it's been so bad, but it can't be that, oh my God, a couple beat reporters said it was a non-contact injury. Everything is gone. We can't pay attention to anything else anymore. The details don't matter. What Glenn does is all horseshit and it doesn't matter. That's my point.
Well,
And
yeah, of
just
course.
too
But
much-
in the moment, put yourself in the shoe. You're a fan once upon a time. In the
Dude,
moment,
I was in high school when Vinny went down. It was
So we're not,
devastating.
but I'll defend the Jet fan base from the standpoint that, yes, it's good to hear Brandon Stevens apparently had a good day. I'll ask you some questions about the
By the way, when I say Jets fan base, I'm talking about a specific segment, social media, mainly Twitter, Facebook, that sort of. It's very different. Like people don't realize the vocal fan base, not just Jets, any fan base on social media is very different from the overall fan base. So let's make that clear.
The thing is, the other stuff does matter, but in the moment, it's about Fields. So that's why people are freaking out. You know, like it's a big deal.
I mean, who reported it was non-contact? Like, were there several or was it one?
I mean, I was putting up tweets from all the beat guys. I mean, someone said non-contact, and so I got to go back and like check through everyone's tweets to find out who put it out there. But that's what we were going off of for a while. That's why people were going crazy.
Yeah, no, I get it. I completely.
What was the play? Like, what did you see? Like, were you guys up on the perch? Were you guys on the sideline? Like,
up on the perch. He was rolling out. He threw it. There were bodies around. To tell you the truth, I just thought he got banged up. Like, no big deal. And then he was in the tent. Like, I kind of after the play ended, I kind of ignored it. Like, I went back to my phone or checking out something else. And then he was in the tent. And then the cart is what got everyone going, I think. But again, you know where the field is, the practice field is. They were on the far side, so he's going to take the cart in. Dislocation, it was the left foot, right?
Right foot.
It was the right foot. Yeah. Honestly, plant foot, yeah, but not the big toe. I don't think it's a big deal. The only thing that is a big deal, it's not a big deal individually. It's a big deal for the offense they're trying to implement. And if it's camp, and this is going to be a good test for Glenn to see how he handles something like this. Does he allow his guy to play through it or not? Or does he let him take the time to get fully healthy? And if I were Glenn, I would rush him out there and try to get him to play through it because it's a toe. It's not something that could seriously hurt him later down the road. It's just a pain threshold thing. Again, not the non-big toe is akin to a hangnail in football. I hate to break it to people. That's what it is. So just if he could play through it because they have to implement this offense around him. That's the issue. If he's out for a month, that puts him in a seriously bad position because Tyrod
day to day is great, Robbie. I mean, we thought this would be week to week. I mean, day to day. What if he's like, hey, no practice tomorrow, Saturday, play off day, Sunday, he's back Monday. I got what it sounds like.
I think he's gonna be back next week, honestly. But that's a tricky thing. It's like if he were to be out a month, that would be a serious issue because Glenn said it, they like Tyrod because he fits the offense. That's why they have Brady, Cook, and Martinez on this team because they could run too. All four guys could run, and you want like-minded backups to play if the starter goes down. So it's true. They're like-minded, but nothing's like Fields. Fields, other than Lamar Jackson, no one could compete with his athleticism. So there's still going to be tweaking if it were to be Tyrod.
Who actually stepped on Fields? Was it Clemens?
No, I don't know. And if I did, I wouldn't put it out there because I got the Simpsons gif with blowtorches and pitchforks in my mind right now.
You could say it's Clemens. It's fine.
I honestly don't know. Did anyone put it out there?
No, I haven't seen anyone. Well, because once again, it looked like you guys had no real clear view of it because that's why there was this like perception that it was non-contact when someone stepped on him.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I didn't even hear it. So I didn't even hear or think non-contact until Connor Long put it in Slack, in our JetX Slack. And I go, no contact? Who said non-contact? My view was just, okay, I mean, he's banged up. We'll see what happens. Like in other words, I wasn't viewing it as a Rodgers or Vinny situation. It's, I heard a fan say on Twitter, if I hear someone call Tyrod Taylor a starter again, I'm going to kill myself or something. And I'm thinking, and I'm not going to reply this because I'm not going to get into it on Twitter, but I'm thinking no one on this roster could be called a starter right now. What are you talking about? So I don't know, man. Listen, he's a runner. This is going to happen. And at the same time, he's a tough kid. He broke those ribs in that bowl game with Ohio State. He played through it. So this is just the first of many injuries that's going to happen for him. And hopefully that toughness keeps shining through.
What do you make of this comment here from Tom Ace? He says, Robbie, we had limited info at the time it happened. As soon as they mentioned him getting farted off the field, that could have been worst case scenario. Also, it auto-corrected farting, and it's too good to edit.
Yeah, no, I'm not listening. I'm not blaming Jets fans. I'm just being honest.
So you were watching practice basically, and all of a sudden you just heard like this.
Yeah, Beast Breaker entered the mind.
Oh God.
Like, by no means am I blaming Jets fans. I'm just trying to be a pep talker. Like, can we try to make room for the good stuff, even when something like this happens? Because it's no one knows at the time. No one knows. And within the first like 10, 20 minutes, I didn't say anything because I knew fans were going to lose their minds anyway. And then I tweeted something along the lines of, hey, let's just wait to see what happens. That's all. Let's just wait. Let's just wait to see what happens. And more along the lines of the same thing. Like individually, just looking at the two guys, not much of a difference. And,
yeah, but Tyrod's 36 and doesn't stay on the field. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. I hear you. But even that's important. But the offense, I think, is even more important. Like that is really critical. Like it's so critical. If I was Glenn, he needs 4 to 6 weeks to rehab. I'm putting in the Tyrod Taylor offense right now, and he's going into my season as QB1, and I'm not even thinking about anything else. Like that's how drastic it is.
Before we let you run, anything else non-toe related that stood out today at practice? I read that Brandon Stevens looked good. That's encouraging.
Yeah, he was solid. Adrian Martinez was good, and Jets fans thought I was trolling them when I tweeted it. He had 2 great throws in 7-on-7 back-to-back, and then another one in teams later. Honest tweets, but all the replies were "fuck you." What's up with Fields? Who cares? Fuck you.
Who tweeted that you?
Someone tell Robbie he doesn't know. But Adrian Martinez looks good. I mean, they looked good today. There was one where he looked right, started right primary, came back to the left at the last moment, and everything was covered. And I forget who the receiver was, but the receiver who was covered, he threw it to the inside and led him low and safe. Nice completion. He looked pretty solid today. Brady Cook did not look good. Adrian Martinez is cementing himself as the QB3 by far.
So the Brady Cook fans out there, what's your message to them that their guy might not be the
Brady
guy?
I understand why the Jets gave him a shot. He's got the legs. He could fit this type of offense. There's something with him in terms of middle of the field, depth perception. He overshoots everything. Everything seen middle of the field, he overthrows it. One today, it was overthrew it to Hoboken almost, and it got picked. One on a screen, he tried to layer it in over an edge guy or a blitzing edge guy. I don't know what position, and that got picked. He's got a long way to go.
All right. I got to put this up on the screen here. This is from Michael Nania, your co-founder over at JetX. This is
tremendous. This
is a great tweet here. So he tweeted, "This is why at Robbie Sabo is the greatest." This is right in the midst of all of us losing our minds, right? The timestamp for Robbie's tweet there, for those who can't see that small print, is 9:56 a.m. So this is like minutes after Fields just went down with his injury. We're all going nuts. Yeah. And Robbie Sabo is tweeting Adrian Martinez with a couple of beauties in 7 vs. 7.
They're tremendous, dude.
The entire fan base is ready to light things up on fire, and you're tweeting about Adrian Martinez in 7-on-7.
Hey, man, he looked good. Those are great throws. Hey, let it be a lesson to you. You want to know what's happening? Just give me a shout. You should give me a shout. Call me.
Hey, follow Robbie Sabo, baby, at Robbie Sabo.
If it's serious and I know it's serious, I'll tell you it's serious. Like at the time, I had no idea. No one did. So, that's kind of I think the message. Like nobody knew. And it wasn't like when Rodgers went down on the field, it was serious right away. There was no question about it. No doubt about it. It was just, another football day, really. We're just waiting to see, basically.
Anything else from today at One Jets Drive?
I've kind of blacked out too, to be honest. Just like, I don't know what else. Quincy had a nice DPI. He was solid.
I saw Cisco safety blitz. Samini wrote that it caused the pressure on Fields. I like hearing the term safety blitz. We have not seen the Jets do that in a very long time.
Yeah, and I didn't put it out there because of this the whole strategy thing. Stay away from it. But first play of teams, like they're coming at Fields in the first team offense early, right from jump. So I love that strategy. If you're Glenn, just showing the offense aggressive looks right from the jump. That doesn't always happen in practice.
The Lane Train has some advice for you. He says you need just for men.
Nah, that's the devil, Lane Train. You got to walk around this. You got to walk around this earth the way God made you, Lane Train, and I know you do that. So I'm gonna follow your lead. Let's put it that way.
Trust the Lane Train, man. He'll steer you in the right direction.
Yes. Here we go. One early play in teams. Fields unloaded one for Arian Smith, running a vertical, more of a post,
and he dropped it.
No, great coverage. Threw it into double coverage with the solo free safety there. Garrett probably should have been the target who was going to be open on the really deep out. And then Garrett too. Garrett's getting lined up in some interesting spots too for Jets fans to keep an eye on and fantasy football fans to keep an eye on.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. Let's see if there's any other quick questions here for Robbie. I know we got some memberships and super chats to get caught up on. This one is from 25. He wanted your thoughts on Malachi Moore and if there's a chance you could start over Tony Adams.
Well, I think the best bet is they're both. That's the duo. That's the combo. That's the best bet.
What about Cisco?
I'm sorry. I was thinking of Cisco. Cisco and Tony. Malachi Moore, he's pushing them. But Cisco, Tony is the best bet. Malachi's pushing them. Remind me about Malachi when I'm on the show next week. I'll try to keep a firm eye on him tomorrow and this weekend. Are you going tomorrow, Jake?
I am not going tomorrow. I am not going Saturday. I think my first camp appearance will be green and white scrimmage day on the 2nd.
Okay. Yeah, I got to keep an eye on Malachi. You know what happens? Cisco's number 8, and 8 has Elijah Moore in my head. And then I always think of Malachi Moore with Cisco. It's a problem.
You don't think of Aaron Rodgers when you see 8?
Nah, defense. Nah. And I don't confuse Fields with Boomer Esiason either.
No.
I'm
surprised. They kind of look alike. Same skin tone.
Ken O'Brien.
Yep.
Was Vic number 7 too, or was he 1?
I think Michael Vick wore number 1 with the Jets.
He wore 1 with the Jets?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, you know what's funny? When we wake up tomorrow and Fields is out for the year.
How dare you?
It'll be okay. I'm still recovering myself from the sun and from all the F-bombs my way.
Robbie, be ready for FU Sabo t-shirts coming to the Jake Asman merch store.
Hey, man. That's not nice.
JakeAsman.com. Get your FU Sabo t-shirts, baby.
All right. See you later.
Mr. Sabo, appreciate you hopping on. Setting the record straight. Robbie Sabo witnessing the injury that we thought would end the season of Justin Fields. But it is, in fact, not a season ender. In fact, Justin Fields, according to the Jets themselves, sustained just a dislocated toe in his right foot, and he's day-to-day. And to quote Vin Scully, aren't we all? But day-to-day is better than week-to-week, month-to-month, season-to-season. So we will take it, Jet fans, because certainly could have been a lot worse. Julian enters the Asmaniac raffle for 5. We got you in, Julian. Thank you very much. Team Curry says that JJ call lets me know football is back, baby. Go Jets. Amen. I got you in the raffle for 2 with that one. And for those who missed JJ's call, all-timer. Chew says, I joined the Patreon. Chew, I see you did. Your extra tickets will be applied to this raffle and the weekly raffle, my friend. Thank you. Mikey Man with a super chat. Pittsburgh Mike here, new YouTube name. Still been listening and supporting. Just wanted to give some love to my Jets fan. Take a deep breath, crew. Jet up. Thank you, Mikey Man. Pittsburgh Mike. I don't know. It's going to take some time to get used to, man. You got to remind me every time you're Pittsburgh Mike because it's got to click. Richard says, how you feeling, Jake? I don't know who was more depressed this morning between you, Rich Eisen, or Mike Greenberg. Yeah, I mean, I was experiencing the PTSD. That was the earliest we had to open the Henny bottle since Rogers got hurt, and I went live at 8 a.m. the next morning. Brutal. More of your calls right now. We got a who's who of elites on the Gusbuster hotline. Stop what you're doing first. Click the like button, and let's pause so I can tell you about Circa.
Circa Million and Circa Survivor are back with a massive $21 million in guaranteed prizes. Circa Million. Pick 5 games against the spread each week. 126 ways to win with $6 million guaranteed. Circa Survivor, 1 pick a week, no point spread. Last the longest to win it all. $15 million guaranteed. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $21 million guaranteed. Visit circasports.com for details.
See you in Vegas. To anyone making the trip for Circa's contest weekend, I will be broadcasting this show August 21st and August 22nd from Circa Resort in Las Vegas, baby. And if you're signing up for the contest, they got a bunch of great events planned that entire weekend. So to any Asmaniac who is in on either of these Circa Million contests here, the Survivor or the Circa Million, come to Vegas. Let's go. Let's make it a great weekend. Let's see. We got a... Nope. We're caught up on Super Chats. Great. More calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, on the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline is none other than the Lane Train.
Hi, how are you? Bruce Hall. That's good. Hello, Jake.
Hey, Lane.
So yeah, I mean, practice, Membu, I'm getting hyped in it actually. Jets. Yeah,
I
I mean,
added an extra Jets there, Lane.
yeah, I think that like Membu's gonna do good.
Okay.
And then you have how do you feel about Justin Fields, and also how do you feel about Corley?
I don't know how to feel about him. How should I feel?
Well, I mean, I think he will take it slow in training camp.
Now, Lane, can you give us another Jet chant?
Again, Jets, Jets.
Jets, Jets. Hey, I think that one was perfect.
Yeah, I mean, so anyway, this sideline, who do you think will probably start off on the sideline of practice?
Well, I'm going to guess every player at some point will start on the sideline and then make their way onto the field.
Yeah. I mean, I heard about the merch store. Like they will be selling T-shirts with the FU on it. Is that right or not?
Yeah, FU Robbie Sabo.
Yeah. Why is that? He's like. Why
he was tweeting about Adrian Martinez when all the fan base
Yeah,
cared
how
about
do you feel about that? Like, I saw the picture of the fire. Actually, what was that all about?
That was Robbie Sabo tweeting from the Jets practice facility today. It was on fire.
Yeah, I mean, so how do you feel about Martinez? Honestly, I think that you started him for week like 1 against Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. I'm just feeling a little bit nervous about it.
I think I would rather start Justin Fields.
Yeah. I mean, you could see like now they're all like there's all Justin Fields like jerseys and stuff.
Yeah, do you want one?
It should be good. Yeah.
Okay.
How about the green one? Yeah, the green one will probably look good if they have.
You want a green one? How about the fire outside the Jets facility today, Lane?
Here, let me read this.
Okay.
Aaron Martinez with a couple of in 7v7. First one was later progress job where he had to throw the WR into the covered well. Looks like, yeah, I mean, one of the T-shirts should be good. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a white one.
Would you rather an FU Robbie Sabo T-shirt or a bikini?
That's hard. I'm like tongue twisted.
Your tongue twisted.
The merch store, if they have any of the dental floss. I mean, everything is pretty good.
You want my merch store to offer Asmaniac dental floss?
No, I mean, do they have them still or not? Do they still have the bikinis or not?
We actually sold out. There was a big run on them before you called in.
I guess I'll just have a Fields jersey then.
Okay. Coming right up.
So anyway, yeah. So how was your day today?
It was good. I did a show in the morning. I thought Justin Fields was dead, and then turns out he's alive.
Thought he was dead. He's not dead. He's probably just sleeping.
Yep.
On the other hand, now I'm hearing that Nick Stein has a morning show. Is it because of the practice and stuff?
I think Nick Shine is trying to make something of his life, make something of his career, and he's getting up early and working hard.
Let's see where he is now. I think he's busy.
You have his number?
No. Hello. Oh, hi, Nick Stein. You want to come on? No, I'm tired. I'm pretend. Yeah, I mean, so anyway, I think that the Giants have to do better. Because the way they played last year was not good.
I would agree. How come you're bringing up the Giants to me, though, on a Jet show?
Wait, do they have a Giants show or not? Oh, I'd like to know.
No, that's the problem. Giants fans stink, Lane, so they don't have shows like this one.
Bobby's a Giants fan also. He likes the Giants, so probably be upset.
And look what he does. He calls into a Jet show.
Yeah, I hear that Charles still hasn't had a job yet.
Not yet.
Hopefully he'll get a job.
Any advice?
Well, he still has to, maybe Target's hiring.
Target?
Yeah.
Also,
Well,
is it true Armand Membu is your favorite player on the Jets, Lane?
Yeah, well, I don't know yet to see what he's going to do. And, like, I mean, honestly, like, yeah, Bobby has a job. I'm happy. He's working at Wendy's.
No, he didn't get the Wendy's job. He had an
Probably
interview at
upset.
Dunkin' Donuts. So hopefully we find out soon if
yeah.
he got the job.
Let's see. Yeah, I like that picture of him holding the donut in the commercial.
Would
Yeah,
you go to a Dunkin' Donuts that Bobby Midnight was working at, Lane?
I'll be surprised to see him working. He'll probably
What's your-
eat all the donuts, though.
What's your favorite donut, Lane?
Chocolate glaze. with
Chocolate
sprinkles.
glaze. Nice.
Let's see what Carly's favorite donut is. I think she likes strawberry.
I don't think she does. But I have no idea.
Yeah, okay, so thank you for taking my call. I know you have other people.
Why
to call in.
are we stopping just at Carly? Don't you want to find out other Asmaniac's favorite donut
Yeah,
flavors?
so let's see how Bobby. No, I mean Mikey's donut. I think he likes blueberry.
I can't tell you what Mikey's favorite donut is. He's not on the line. I can ask Beast. Beast, what's your favorite donut?
Yeah, Beast, what is your favorite
Come on. Lane said it's best. Chocolate glaze, baby.
All right,
Chocolate
chocolate glazed. How about it? David T, what's your favorite donut?
Yeah, that's it.
Unfortunately, Boston cream.
That stuff is good.
Charleston
Let's see how many
Jets
people-
dude, what's your favorite donut?
I mean, either lemon or jelly filled.
All right.
I've never heard
Big
of
Joe.
lemon before.
Favorite donut? Go ahead.
Chocolate eclair.
Big
chocolate
Joe.
eclair.
Jets Jesus, favorite donut.
Boston cream also.
All right. There you go, Lane. Now you know everyone's favorite donut. So you don't even
Carly-
need Carly's favorite donut.
How about Carly's? Let's see what Carly's favorite donut is. If she
Well,
can come in.
Unfortunately, she's not on hold right now, so I can't get that information for you.
See what her favorite donut is.
You want me to
go
call her?
my dog. Yeah, well, let's see it.
All right, hold on. Let's see if she picks up.
Your call has been
Oh!
The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Look at this, Lane. I'm being ignored.
That's a nice picture of her.
Hey, what's your favorite donut flavor? Lane wants to know. Thank you. Well, I'll get back to you, Lane. All right. I'll let you know if I hear.
I guess probably Mimosa just lost interest of being on the show.
Mimosa will be back. I was talking to her the other day.
Maybe she's been. I heard she had to take care of something for a while.
Yep.
So it's so nice out earlier. Like I was busy working the whole time.
Well, Lane, you enjoy the rest of your day,
Yeah,
and
okay.
if I get an answer on the donut question, I'll get back to you. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for taking my call.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Lane Train.
Hi. Sorry, everybody. See you next call when we talk about sports again.
All right. Thank you very much, the Lane, for blessing us with that one, huh? More calls right now. You guys already got a little sample on who's on hold. So here we go. Jets Jesus is next. What's up, Jets Jesus?
All right, first of all, Jets, Jets. I need to like up the energy here. Lane is like, so I'll hit us with that one. Oh, you know what? You put me full screen. We'll go another one. Jets.
Yeah.
There we go. I just need some energy, man. Those lane calls, they're fun, man. The lane calls are definitely fun. And I will say the Lane Train, always off the tracks.
Lane's one of the greats, man. I mean, you've seen the original Lane call, right? Have you seen that clip I played before?
I think I was on the show. I think I was watching the show for the original Lane call.
Oh, I mean, it's an all-timer. It really is. Let me see if I have it handy real quick, and then we'll let you make your jet point. Jet Jesus.
Cool. Yeah.
The original Lane Train call is one that is still referenced to this day. This is how it all began. Let's go to Lane, who's up next. Hello, Lane.
Hey. Oh. Hi.
Hello, Lane.
How is everything? Yes.
You're on the air, Lane.
Oh. Hello.
Hello, Lane.
Hi. So yeah, I'm happy about the way the Jets played today, and they moved the ball, and they did great. Look, okay. I mean, I know it was raining out. Did you see the game?
No, I didn't watch it. What happened?
Well, they won. And the other team lost.
Lane, thank you. Come on, man. Lane's the best. Love Lane.
Yeah, still a great call. It still comes with the same energy and the same level of confusion. Hey, credit to Robbie Sabo. To Robbie Sabo. While everybody else was tweeting all kinds of potentially misleading stuff, I'm in agreement with that. Of like, hey, that could have gotten toned down a little bit. I know that they, that they're across the field and stuff like that, but Robbie was not panicked. Eyes on the prize. Still giving us the information that we're here for. What's our potential third string quarterback doing now that we're going?
Yes, when the entire fan base is dying for updates on the quarterback position, Robbie Sabo's there for the Adrian Martinez ones.
And man, JJ's wild, dude. I was like, JJ calls. I'm like, oh, he hasn't called in a little bit, at least that I'm aware of. I was like, I'm really liking, or at least he kind of flashed to it. And I guess that's kind of my point is I was really liking positive JJ when he kind of came back after his break for a while. And he was like, I'm going to be positive JJ now. And he started to sprinkle it back in later in the call. But yeah, him fighting, if it wasn't for Tanky V, JJ, well, and I guess, I don't know. I would have, if it wasn't for Tanky V, I would have probably gone JJ. Gary's fun times with his stuff, but for me the takes were Jet takes, and Gary's got way better jet takes than JJ. But JJ's got some interesting stuff for sure. He's definitely an amusing one.
Yeah, great call, Jet Jesus. I would say this: JJ, his takes on the Jets are usually wild. Gary's takes on life are the wild ones. His takes on the Jets are usually pretty reasonable. Like even Gary's like most famous like sports related takes, like football takes, like it's debating Brock Bowers. It's talking about how he wouldn't take Jaden Daniels in the first round. Like it's not actually Jet stuff, like usually he's pretty optimistic about the Jets. Like Gary actually thinks I think the Jets are going to win like 9 or 10 games this year. More calls right now, ladies and gentlemen. But first, just to give everyone an idea of what we're talking about, if you're just tuning in, According to the chat summary, viewers in the chat are commenting on Lane, complimenting his reading abilities and joking about him wearing or receiving a bikini as merchandise. They are also making humorous remarks related to teeth, hygiene, and other random topics. So, as you could see, we are clearly talking about Justin Fields being listed as day-to-day. More of your calls right now. Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline is where we are headed back to. Joining us right now is none other than a man who typically calls in when he's not wearing any clothing.
Well, there's a feller they call Charleston Jets rude, 'cause he calls the show nude, never wears a shirt. And some folks, they don't think he's got pants on either. It's a gosh darn nudist camp. Let's hear it for that Charleston Jets Rube and see if he has any Jets points today.
So yeah, that's great news, man. I just got it before I hopped on. Only been on about 10 minutes, but yeah, I was worried. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, with our history, during my lunch break, I was kind of watching the earlier show, and to be honest, I was a little frustrated with Nick Shine, but because before we had any information on the injury, he was kind of like making fun of people that got upset and telling us to settle down and whatever. And it's like, I'm thinking to myself, I know he's been a longtime Jet fan. How can you not like get a little panicked with our history? But, I hope he's not out a lot. I know it's day to day, but who knows what the hell that could be. With Saleh, he'd say day to day and they'd end up missing freaking, 6-8 games. But
Dylan made that joke earlier that if Saleh was the coach and said Fields was day-to-day, we wouldn't see him till December.
Well, exactly. So, I mean, I'm hoping they're going to be legit with all this stuff because, even though it's not real serious, man, he needs as many practice reps as he could get, man. We all know that. I mean, any day that he misses is a big deal at this point, I think. Anyways, I just wanted to call it and say I'm relieved. I was ranting. I was complaining to the wife, complaining to the daughter, feeling sorry for myself, but now I feel a little better. So just wanted to do the old brow wipe and, hope that the 9 games is still on pace. I'm even if he did miss a little time, I don't think we would be that hurt on a game-to-game basis, just because I think Tyrod ultimately, like especially early in the season, could potentially maybe even be better. But obviously we know Tyrod's not a long-time solution, and we got to figure that out with Fields. So, the sooner he gets back in there practicing and everything else, the better. But thanks for listening to me ramble and letting me vent a little bit. Love you, Jake.
Hey, can you apologize to Big Cho?
For what?
Well, Big Cho is very frustrated that he's been on hold for 95 minutes, and he wrote in, Jake, I've been on hold for over 95 minutes. What's the deal? And I'm just simply going in order of who's been around, and Big Cho's name dropped off, so you were ahead of him, but he's very upset.
I mean, if you want to put him on, I can apologize to him.
Hey, Big Cho, do you accept the apology of Charleston Jetrube?
Yeah, I'm not mad at him, man. I just wondered what was taking so long.
Are you mad about the process more than you are about me?
I'm not mad at you at all.
So you're more mad about the process.
Yeah, because somebody was saying they were on hold for 10 minutes, and I've been on hold for 95.
Who said they were only on hold for 10 minutes?
Plus, Jake, the other thing is I was on hold for 45 minutes today on your New York show, and then they cut me off. I tried to call back, and then they wouldn't pick up the phone.
Was it at the end of the show?
It was right after Rose called.
Oh, well, that was near the end of the program.
Yeah, but I had been on hold for 45 minutes prior to that.
Well, we had a lot of calls today. I'm doing a show in New York City, Big Show. There's a lot more people at a particular time that could have been listening than who typically calls into a YouTube show.
I guess.
Not a busy recruiting time for you, Cho?
Not today. We're still grieving from our loss of our coach.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry to hear
Cho,
that.
they're calling you a diva. Mr. Rube, thank you. Let me get to Big Cho here. Big Cho, I know you want your airtime. I apologize for the 95 minutes of waiting. The floor is yours, Big Cho. What do you have for us?
No, I just want to see if you listen to the show. That's all.
I have not. I've been working nonstop, so I have not had a chance to listen to it. It's also, to be honest with you, I tried to put it on my phone last night when I got off the radio, and it wasn't playing from my phone. I told you got to make it easier for people to find.
I told you I don't have any control over that.
Well, maybe you got to take control. Get it on Apple. Get it on Spotify. Tell us how we can find it.
You gotta go to our Instagram at this point and click on the link, and it'll take you right to it.
Yeah, but what's the Instagram?
I told you what it was yesterday.
Right, but it was complicated. You got to say it again.
It's the Big Cho Show _ FT Shania.
Now, would you agree that's a pretty difficult name for people to find?
That wasn't up to me.
I feel like you got to take more ownership of the show. Your name is on the marquee.
Understood, but I'm not doing the media stuff, so I can't, try to be too bossy about it.
But can't you say, hey, Shania, let's get this on Apple. Let's get this on Spotify.
Yeah, I can tell that to her for the next show. Yes.
I think that's the key here.
Okay. I got you.
Now, what else is on your mind? You obviously were on hold for 95 minutes. I'm sure you have a ton of takes.
No, not really. I just wanted to see if you listened to the show.
You know, that probably could have been sent in an email to me. Come to think of it.
Yeah, but usually we get feedback from the listeners as well.
Right. Well, the question I think everyone wants to know, will you be putting it on YouTube at any point?
Yeah, hopefully in the next couple of shows we are, yes.
Okay. Now, since you waited 95 minutes, Big Cho, I mean, the floor is yours. What is it you want to discuss? Could be anything.
Nothing really, man.
Just chilling?
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like anyone in the chat watched it either. It's not just me. It sounds like it was tough for people to find.
Yeah, I mean, I can't help it, man. I'll write in the chat the Instagram thing again so they can see it.
Have you thought about maybe just posting the direct link to it instead of having to have people go through 2 hoops to get to it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how to do that, man. I told you I'm not very good with technology.
Are you familiar with how to take a link and copy and paste it directly into the chat?
No.
Okay. That might be the first step.
That's why I don't do it.
Real quick, Gator says, Jake, if you could extend the show at least another 95 minutes, I'm going to call in. I'll have nothing to say, but just make sure you're still streaming for me. Gator, you got it?
I got it, man. Listen, man, I got to roll, dude.
You don't have 95 more minutes, Big Cho?
Nah, man, I'm a little irritated, so I don't really feel like talking, to be honest with you.
What's wrong, Big Cho?
Nothing, man. I'm just saying.
What's your favorite donut flavor?
I like the chocolate eclair.
All right. So what's on the agenda the rest of the day, Big Cho?
Getting ready to have dinner with my daughter. Then she's going over to hang out with a friend tonight. I'm going to try to go to bed early. I didn't sleep very well last night. I've been up since 2.
The stress of the podcast has you up late?
No, I still got some back issues, man. I'm having some trouble with sciatic on both sides, so I have to be careful how I move in bed or I get electrical shocks down my legs. They're not
definitely be careful.
Yeah, I'm supposed to get some shots August 5th, but that's for another 12 days.
Peter Castro says, I was chilling and watched the show. It stunk. So you have a negative review here from Castro. Your thoughts?
What did he say?
He said he watched the show and he thought it stunk.
He listened to the show, you mean?
That's what he said. He said, quote, I was chilling and watched the show. It stunk.
I mean, that's his opinion. Is he being serious or what?
I don't think Peter Castro would ever not be serious.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can't hate somebody for their opinion.
How did you feel about it?
I thought it was okay. I mean, you know, there's a lot of things we can work on to get better, but it was the first one, so.
Well, I'm excited to eventually listen and really consume it. I might consume it in the nude, actually. That's how passionate I am about this thing.
Nice.
Yep.
Have your friend do that in the nude. The
Hey,
guy
Big
that-
Joe, can you take over? I'm getting another call right now.
No. No taking over. Jake. Jake. I don't feel like taking over. Come back, my brother. My brother from another mother. Jake. Beast.
Yes. You look like you're a shot. Get some sleep. Get some sleep, champ. If you've been up since 2 in the morning, go hit the sack.
I am after dinner.
And take. You said you have sciatica.
Yeah,
Is this right?
correct.
Don't forget. I also have it too, and my sister-in-law also has it too. We all fit in that same category, so you're not the only one. There's many others who have the same problem too, so we're all on the same boat. Just make sure you don't eat. I don't eat caviar, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to say it one more time. If the Jets want to be smart this year, this is what you do. You go out, get a nice big tub, about $60. Get $25 worth of ice. There you go. $85 freaking dollars right there of ice. Oh, take this shit down. This is brutazo. But I'm going to say it one time. We're going to be just fine. Justin Fields. Abracadoodle. Okay, enough of that shit, too. That's coming to a head. I'm getting to my point where we're going to change a few things around for football-wise. Justin Fields will be fine. All we need also is elastic bandages, ice, and a tub. And also we can get one more thing, a 5-gallon pail. If anyone wants to donate that to the Jets, we can sure use that too and get about 3 bags of ice. That'll run like 9.
Rejected.
10.
Sorry.
All right, I'm back, Big Joe. What did I miss?
Beast came on ranting, raving about something.
Did you try and do any magic on you?
He did some abracadoodle thing, but I wasn't paying attention.
I see. That happens sometimes.
I wonder if my buddy's in the chat today.
Who's your buddy?
I don't know. Some fool called me a chump yesterday.
Oh, Georgie called you Big Chump.
Yeah.
Hey, Big Fella says, feel better. Sciatica could be awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, man.
Eli says, tell Cho to put it on YouTube if he wants us to tune in. Tell Shania this is the feedback he's getting from the community.
I'll tell her.
All right.
I got to talk to her a little bit later anyway.
Hey, Cho, before you go, what are you having for dinner tonight?
P.F. Chang's.
Nice.
Yep. I think it's about ready, so I'm gonna head out.
Well, Big Cho, we appreciate you joining us and providing legendary insight as always.
You got it.
Gator says, I think Big Cho might need an intro.
Big Cho. Yeah, it's nice. I like my recliner. No, I just called to check in. Big Cho. I don't like all those wrinkles on my head. I don't have that many wrinkles. We're talking about Big Cho. My implants are coming in 3 months.
The Kardashian ones?
Put the jet gear on for you. Been running some errands early. Came home just chilling.
Thank you very much to Big Cho. We appreciate him waiting on hold. A shout out to Dre Correa, who enters the Justin Fields jersey raffle for 5. I'm giving away this jersey at the end of the show. That's coming soon. So if you want in, this is truly your last chance to send in a super chat that qualifies or gift memberships like Dre just did by gifting 5 channel memberships.
Show me the money. Show me the money! Money.
There you go. Few more super chats. Clifton in the raffle for 2. These phone screening mother grabbers. Jagro says, Jake, you're my go-to person for real-time Jets news. First and only stop required. Jagro, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. We had over 1,200 people watching us live today when the news broke and I was live during the Justin Fields situation. Crazy. So it's a testament to the fan base. We were live, and then the Jets obviously went live with Glenn. They had 865 people watching, right? We were live at the exact same time. And the Jets have like 100,000 subscribers. I only have like 42. And we were outdrawing them. So this community is the best. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Black Gypsy is in the Asmaniac raffle. He won a signed Sauce jersey the other day. Will he win again? We'll find out. He's in for 1. Also, Craig Wilton checks in from down under. Good morning, my man. Hey, Craig, how is the continent/country of Australia taking to the Justin Fields news that he actually is A-OK? Thank you to Craig. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to some David T, and then it's almost that time for a raffle.
I got my Iron UG. I hope you like my Jets take. You know they call me David T. It's not easy for me to see, but if you bring me full stream, you might like what I had to say. I'll need to get real damn close, cause my vision is dog shit.
Can you hear me, buddy?
Oh, I hear you, David.
Hey, you know what? Super Bowl 3, we're living it. And my perspective is, you younger people, you're all on board, and whether it takes 3, 5, 10 years down the road for a Super Bowl championship, you're still going to be young.
Amen, David. Amen.
Yeah, just hang in there. You know, I know with Joe Namath and all that, it gets tired, but you guys you're all on it.
Now, David, how is it that you called in 2 other times as well? What is this? How many computers do you have open there?
I'm not really good with the phone and and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not that bright, Jake.
Whoa. Take 2 of them down there. We got an echo. Take 2 of them out. Take top number 1, top number 4 out. How you doing, Santa Claus?
I'm doing good. You're the man, Beast. I think you're a good fella.
Well, there's one thing that's waiting for me. You know what that's waiting for? Tacos.
Tacos.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Guess what goes good with it? Mexican Coca-Cola made from Mexico. So, hi, so David T, are you going to that Tampa game?
Yes, I am, sir.
Well, don't worry, I will be there, but in spirit.
Yes, I understand that that's going to be kind of hard for you to get there, but you will be there in spirit, Beast.
As always, I will be there in spirit. And don't think a pizza and a 6-pack of Coca-Cola will be right there waiting. Hey, everything counts for a reason. Why? Because one, you know where the good stuff is at. And two, if you want good quality, you come to a king who knows how to operate. It's called Let the Doctor Operate.
You're the man, Beast.
I got my eye on you. Checkmate me, full screen base, fireball, whiskey time, David motherfucking T.
What a show this has been, huh? Unreal. Unreal. Peter Castro says Justin is fine. Thank God. Peter Castro, your 11-6 Fields leading Jets to the playoffs prediction is still alive. Yes. And you're also in our raffle for 2. So good luck. That's coming up shortly. Real quick, this show you're watching is available as a podcast, Apple or Spotify. So if you ever miss a live YouTube show and you want to take the show on the go, search Jake Asman Show where you get your podcast, either Apple and or Spotify. Also, since we have a major audience tuned in, our first watch party is the Jets-Giants preseason game, Saturday night, August 16th, T-Squared Social. It's a ticketed event, so lock in your spot. It's cheaper to do it now than it will be the week of, so secure your place. It's just $18. You get a free beer, a free shot, and a raffle ticket, and some of the prizes we're giving away that night, a signed and framed Breece Hall jersey, 2 tickets to the Jets-Panthers game with the Asmaniacs, signed Corbett jersey, and a signed Aaron Glenn jersey. So lock in your tickets if you haven't done so already. Mike D's Nuts is in the house, and he says, put me in the raffles, Jake. Great news with Fields. Mike D's Nuts, you are officially in the raffle, my friend. D's Nuts. Well done, sir. Well done. All right, last chance to get in here, and then I'm doing the raffle. Justin Fields jersey. It's happening. Wow, I can't believe it. She actually called in. Ladies and gentlemen, Lane Train's lucky day. Carly, what is your favorite donut?
I would have to say like a vanilla with the rainbow sprinkles. But if I was doing munchkins, it would just be a glazed one.
And answer this question. How many munchkins in 10 minutes could you put down? I've seen you in action. It was a while ago, but I saw you do like 48. Could you still do at least 30 maybe?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No. Sorry to disappoint.
What's it like to be back on the show here a day after the most anticipated Azzy went your way?
I had to come back because I won the Azzy. So here I am.
And what's your message to Lane, who was dying to know your donut flavor? Do you think you satisfied?
He not? He's not in the background.
No, he's not on the hold. Lane, if you're out there, you're welcome.
Thank you, Larry Romano. I know I'm so boring.
Great take, Larry. Well done.
Yes, we know. Yeah.
Any other thoughts? You're back. The floor is yours.
I'm back. I'm here. I have nothing to say.
That's it?
I don't know. Alan probably thinks I'm trying to sell something.
Are you not?
I have nothing to sell to you people.
You people? Whoa.
I mean the listeners.
Okay. I see.
I mean, I don't know. What could I sell you?
Don't sell me. Sell Beast. Beast, what do you think?
Buenos noches, Carly. How are you doing today?
Muy bien, gracias. You too?
Más o menos, because got a little trouble with the hand today. Stress level. So it's been first time meeting you. How you been? Are you feeling good?
This is not our first time meeting, but that's okay.
Hey, that's not my first rodeo either. Plus, are you going to be at the Jet Tampa? Are you going to the Jet Tampa game this year?
No.
Okay, well, don't worry. You'll probably be there in spirit, right?
Probably not now.
Well, I'll be there in spirit. Hey, gotta keep an eye on the champions. Hey, anything is possible. All you gotta do is do one of two things: A, believe in yourself, and B, bring it all home together and bring it for a win, baby.
Well, you now have met Beast. You're welcome.
It's an honor.
All right. Any other thoughts? Am I good to move on here?
You're the one who called me, and then everyone was calling for me to call in. So
yeah,
here
I called you. I left a voicemail. I said, "What's your favorite donut?" That was it.
I know. I didn't pick up.
All right. Well,
I was like, "What is this nonsense?" I had already been receiving texts asking about my favorite donut flavor.
oh, you're so popular.
It's really hard being me.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for the time. Congrats on your Razzie.
It's an honor.
Yes. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, that was all for the lane train. He's probably not even watching. But if he is, he got what he wanted. All right. Couple legends on the line to close this out here. I have 4 radio hits I'm doing tonight across the country and satellite on fields because we all thought this was going to be a lot worse than it was. So it turns out we got a break there. Dre and then Craig will close this out. Then it's the raffle. What's up, Dre?
What's up, big dog? How you been?
What's up, Dre?
I'm thankful that we dodged the bullet. I really thought this was going to be a terrible, terrible day. Like I watched Matt O'Leary, and like I was feeling his pain. Like I could hear the panic in his voice on his show. And I was like, oh God. And I just put everything off and I just said a quiet little prayer. And then I checked the news later on. I saw it was like good news. And I was like, all right, I can breathe now. So I hope that the rest of the Jets family knows that, number 5 he'll be just fine because he's still going to be catching darts from his boy. And we are going to have a good season.
28 touchdown islands back, Dre.
No, yeah, it is. But I'm going to keep quiet on that. I'm not saying one word. I'm just quietly praying in the corner that we have a decent season. That's it. I know I asked for too much. So I don't want to get yelled at with the whole squad. By the whole squad saying, oh, I asked for too much or I did too much. I put this hex on us. I know I didn't. And I'm just trying to get us out this hex. But thankfully, good news. And more importantly, Carly's back. And I got to give a shout out to Carly. And I need to reach out to her because I need to pair her sneakers. So I'm going to order me a sneakers. And it's got to have a number 5. I got to ask if she can do a number 5 on them and everything like that. I'm going to get some Garrett Force, Garrett Air Force Ones or whatever we're calling them. That's what I'm going to have. So I got to get that before the season starts.
Dre, I'm glad that you called in. 28 touchdown island is alive, and we can't wait to watch Fields to Garrett Wilson, baby.
28 times this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dre is back. All right. One last call, but it's a combo call, it appears. Ladies and gentlemen, Craig and Sarah. Are they in the same car? Are you guys together right now? No, you're not. Are you? I can't tell.
If Sarah's in a Tesla, then yeah, we're in the same car.
Wait a second.
I'm not in a Tesla. Oh, shoot. This is hilarious.
Hello, Craig.
Oh, Hello, Sarah. Sorry, I swore.
Hey, mate,
Hello.
I don't want to start a thing here, but I just want to say to Coach Cho, I waited 4 minutes and 30 seconds. That's all I'm saying. And
I waited like 2
international
minutes,
incident.
so I win. Maybe not
Yeah,
even.
Yeah, well, you have the simp vote. We all know that. It's okay. No problem at all. Hey, Jake, do you think someone warned Justin Fields about how dangerous it is to even go to practice for us? Like, this is the tip of the iceberg as to what could happen.
Yeah, we're just getting rolling here. I mean, get ready for the real thing, Justin Fields. Now you're a Jet.
All these people are all relieved and stuff. I mean, did you guys just start following this team yesterday? You need to steel yourself for what might come.
It's true. I'm sure someone warned him, and then he got offered $30 million guaranteed, and he's like, "I'll worry about it when it happens."
What do you think about in that? I suppose it could be. I guess the real question is, what is Sarah's take on all this since she called in and waited 2 minutes?
Sarah, what do you think of Justin Fields? The injury scare today. What's your take on everything?
Look, it was almost a heartbreak moment, but we're good. It was just a dislocated toe, wasn't it?
That's correct. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. See, I know my shit. Oh, I swore again. Sorry.
It's okay,
What's wrong with you today? What? Are you coming to work? Are you okay to work today?
Is that permission to go home?
If you want to take annual leave, I won't stop you. That's your right in Australia. You can do that. It's okay.
No, I got to come to work because I get to see your lovely face.
Hell yeah. It's true. It's true. You get to see EB. We throw those things around the office. I don't know if we can mention them on the show, what they are.
Probably not. Probably not.
I did hide one
Anyway.
in Sarah's chair, though.
No, I hit it in yours first. I got you good there.
Well, this is true. This is true. Fair enough. Fair enough. We're counting the days, Jake. I think we're within about almost 8 weeks now of being stateside, and we're chafing. We're struggling with the wait, and my kids can't wait to meet all you celebrities.
Craig, we can't wait for you to be back in the U.S. You're gonna see more Jets greatness. The Jets were 2-0 when you were stateside last year. You're the missing piece to a good start this season.
This is one of the reasons that we need to. This is one of the reasons we need to come to the US is to keep these W's coming. That's the reason.
Sarah, when are you coming? What is this?
I know. I need to get there, don't I?
She needs to work harder, Jake. She needs to work harder first.
That's right.
I need
Good
to
point,
work
Craig.
harder. Sell a lot more shit. Oh, crap. I did it again.
Jake, I'm sorry, mate. I'm not responsible for this. I'm just saying.
I love that you
can't
both
be
called in
controlled.
together. Unplanned. Craig had no idea that Sarah was going to be popping on, which I loved.
No, that is actually true. I had no idea. It is absolutely slashing down here in Adelaide. It's freezing. It's raining. It's going to rain for the next week. Need to get out of here and hit the US. It's my only option, I think.
I'm going to sneak into one of your suitcases.
Really, which one? Just give me a heads up, okay? Go into
You'll never know.
Go into one of Mrs. Craig's suitcases because they're massive. They're huge. She takes like 4 or 5 of them.
Perfect. Or I'll just dress up as one of your kids. I'll stop talking. Now.
Look, at least you haven't S-bombed in the last 1 minute. That's something.
Sorry, Jake.
Mate, I've got to concentrate on the road. That's my excuse. I'll let you go. Good luck to everyone in the raffle. Can't wait to see everyone in a couple of months.
Love it. Craig, Sarah, I got my boomerang here. We love and miss you guys. Can't wait to see Craig just a little bit. Sarah, we're getting you to the U.S. next. Love that. That is a strong way to close out the calls before the raffle. Quick shout out to Jess. She joined the Fields jersey raffle during that call. She dropped in 5 channel memberships. Uno Jets in for 2 with a $10 super chat. Let's go Jets. And Dre with a super chat says, love my Aussie family. Shout out to Craig and Sarah. Yep, the entire country of Australia was on pins and needles waiting for the medical update on Justin Fields today. It was the talk of town. Unreal. All right, I'm putting together the raffle names right now. I need ChatGPT to cooperate here because I use them to count all the entries here. So need just a little more time. In the meantime, things have been pretty wild in Jetland, and we're only 2 days in the training camp, but it's always something. It really is. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play a short clip. When I come back, we spin the wheel of champions. So get ready, because things are, in fact, happening. Couple clips I'll play just from the last couple of days here. First, this was Sauce Gardner on his goals for this upcoming season with the Jets.
I want to be the best. Like, that's not just this season, but that's like in general, like my legacy that I want to leave. I want to win games, and I think we have the players, the coaches, and everything that it takes to win games and to win a lot of games. So, I'm just looking forward to that. That's my main thing. I know my individual accolades, those are going to come with us winning games, so because I know like our coaches are putting us in position and they're going to put me in position to make plays. So individually, like that's not something that I'm worried about. I just know us winning games. Everything else is going to come.
And now that we know he's okay, this was Justin Fields yesterday on his goals.
Of course, winning a lot of games, making the playoffs. I think that's number one on my list for this team, and winning the division as well. So I think those are the goals that are set forth. But of course, before we do all of that stuff, we got to win our division and go out and really get better each and every day. So all of that to say, that's of course down the line. So you kind of got to focus on today and tomorrow. So but taking it step by step, day by day. But those are the goals that I want to accomplish this year.
I want to make sure my season doesn't end on day 2 during the first play of team drills. Justin Fields said that. We just edited that out for time constraints. And then one more before the raffle. Here's G5 on his goals with the Jets.
Playing meaningful football. I feel like I've said that a few times this offseason because, that's the question I've been getting asked, right? And that's, you said the next thing. That's the thing, the only thing. I feel like I haven't done anything, right? Let's play meaningful football. That's all. Just play in December and January when it matters, when you're playing for something, and go out and make plays. Do what you do, but on the highest stage. I feel like that's the next step. All the rest of the stuff will take care of itself if we find ourselves playing meaningful football in December and January.
Hell yeah. Love that from Garrett. Love that from Sauce. Love that from Fields. I also love giving you guys opportunities to win prizes. So it's raffle time.
It's time to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
Again, thank you to everyone who entered. We wouldn't be able to do these things without the tremendous support from the community. But only one can win a Justin Fields jersey, so listen up. And sorry if your ears just got blasted. You can blame StreamYard for glitching. It's loud in my ears, too. I lowered the volume, but it doesn't appear like it worked yet. Okay, there we go. Okay. If you're entered in this, you're also entered in the weekly. If you win, please, please, please send me your name, your size, the color jersey you want, and you have a chance to win. Also, David Aaron, stop being a simp in the chat. Carly's name is not in this. I'm seeing the comments here because once training camp starts, we don't need to give raffle tickets for people that call in. So this is standard. Ladies and gentlemen, now we spin the wheel. Good luck to all. The winner of the Fields jersey is Bo C. Bo C is the winner of the jersey. Now, there is a twist, though. Bo super chatted, Jake, if by chance I win the Justin Fields jersey, it will become a gift of your choosing to anyone you want. Appreciate you always. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spin the wheel again. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to choose. I'll let the wheel choose. A second opportunity, courtesy of Bo C, for someone to win a Justin Fields jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, we spin again. And the winner of the jersey is J-Boy. Congratulations to J-Boy. He needed a break to win, but guess what? It's been done. J-Boy is your winner. Congratulations to J-Boy. J-Boy, message me the color, the size, and where I'm sending it, and the Fields jersey will be ordered for you this week. Congrats to everyone. Congrats to us as Jet fans for Fields not being done for the year, day to day. Unreal. Unbelievable. J-Boy's in the chat. He goes, email coming. So congrats to the J-Boy. And everyone, give it up for Bo C. That's such a nice gesture, man. He's won so many prizes. Just wants to support the show. Shout out to Bo. That's awesome. On that note, I'm done. Long day for me. 7 hours of broadcasting later. So that's all, folks. We're back tomorrow in the morning. Until then, I will talk to you guys soon. Jets, 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 Jets. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Big Cho. Hey, Big Cho, I'm getting another call. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Big Cho.
Yeah, it's nice. I like my recliner. No, I just called to check in.
Big Cho.
I don't like all those wrinkles on my head. I don't have that many wrinkles.
We're talking about Big Cho.
My implants are coming in 3 months.
The Kardashian ones?
I put the jet gear on for you. Been running some errands early. Came home just chilling.
Big Cho.
Well, hey, Big Cho.
What's going on with you?
Oh, man, what's going on with you?
No, I'm just kind of chilling. I got some more work to do.
Chilling, too. Just chilling here. I figured I'd call and say what's going on.
Whose jersey you got on?
Earl Christie from Super Bowl.
Super Bowl?
Super Bowl 3, of course. The only one.
That's true.
Yeah.
You look like you're nice and relaxed.
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
How was your fourth?
Did you say something?
Yeah, I said, how was your fourth?
I was just chilling.
Just chilling.
Just chilling, man. I chill on Monday to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. Chill. Just gotta do it, just chilling.
Somebody's got to do it.
You know that. My back's killing me. I'm just chilling. See what Jake's doing. Just figure I'd call in and see how you're doing.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
What's wrong with your back?
Just always hurts. Sitting here in a chair like this helps. So I chill here sometimes, Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday. And just chill here and it feels good. How's your back doing?
It's doing okay. I've had several spinal operations, had over 10.
10? No, that's good.
Yep.
Best to just sit there and chill, right?
Yeah, basically.
So are you not rooting for the U.S. in the Olympics?
I'm Puerto Rican. It'd be sacrilegious. I mean, I have
What do you mean?
root-
You live in the United States of America. You were born in this country, correct?
Yeah, but my family is from Puerto Rico, so I'm rooting.
You can't root for both?
No.
You wouldn't root for the U.S.?
I'm rooting for the Puerto Rico in the Olympics right now.
Okay, but what if the U.S. is in an event and Puerto Rico's not? Who are you rooting for?
I guess, yeah, okay. I guess if the Puerto Ricans don't have a dog in the fight, then okay.
Are you a communist, Vman?
No.
Well, it kind of sounds like you are if you're not rooting for the United States.
If the Puerto Ricans don't have a dog in the fight, then sure, I'll root for the U.S.
Okay, Team USA is in the gold medal basketball game. Puerto Rico's already been eliminated. Who are you rooting for? They're playing Germany.
Fine, I'll root for the U.S.
What do you mean fine? You're acting like it's a chore to root for the country you were born in. You've been to Puerto Rico once.
All right, can we just get back to football?
We cannot. We need to focus in on the fact you might be a communist.
I'm not a...
Give me the pledge. Let's do a little pledge and we'll get back to football.
All right, fine.
All right. Come on, give it to us.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to this republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Happy now? USA.
That was tough. Pittsburgh Mike writes in, which flag did Aaron Rodgers run onto the field with again? Remind me. The one on my hat. USA. USA. Chef Kevin says that's worse than Allen's Chet chant. I won't lie. V-Man's USA chant was Allen level bad.
Hey, here's the deal. Just got no chance unless you click on that like button. And you got to make sure you subscribe to the Jake Asman Show. You don't, you can get the f*** out. Now let's go, Asmaniacs. We're built for this shit.